falling for you, falling for you.
Ticks is well fit.
Pretty girl, you're taking your time. Why you do me like this? You know me loving your wine. Pretty girl, you're giving me signs, and you tell me you don't want me. Can you make up your mind? Pretty girl,
look, it's the new girl.
Why you do me like this? You know me loving your wine. Pretty girl, you're giving me signs, and you tell me you don't want me. Can you make up your mind?
One time to the body with me day at Greenwich Farm. We my ball for the something we make man run in a song. From 19 on long in my pre-me. Pretty face and me eye them dreaming. You know they dip on it something when me ride it. With me position on the back and me no side it. Never get a loving, I'm life with it like this. Loving, I'm life with it like when you love, when you hold me. Baby, don't control me. Just know I run the town and know these brothers want know me. Said they gon' do me, but they never do. Just cop the bus down. So make a brother try food.
Pretty girl, you're taking your time. Why you do me like this? You know me loving your wine. Pretty girl, you're giving me signs, and you tell me you don't want me. Can you make up your mind? Pretty girl, you're taking your time. Why you do me like this? You know me loving your wine. Pretty girl, you're giving me signs, and you tell me you don't want me. Can you make up your mind? Falling, falling for you, falling for you, falling for you. Falling, falling for you, falling for you, falling for you.
Cry me a river, but I hope you don't drown. Better be careful what you say out of your mouth. You know it ain't never safe when I'm around. They say bad girls never do no good. Got it all. These diamonds on me, yeah they fall. Slow down.
What the f? So you're gonna just drop like that?
You want a piece of me?
Okay, so cool. Yeah, drop on the floor.
I will. You come here. What's your problem?
I want you to run the
Come get me.
You think I got racks up on racks?
Carolina, I been dey follow you for Adina. Will you be my lover? Will you be my lover?
Yo, what's good, guys? I'm Larusso. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. Please scan your TV to watch my music videos right here on 3 Music TV.
When you see me, you they shine like that. Why they do like that? Your friends just they like.
Sweet white wine, there's no Hennessy. I'm just running.
Even though the country don't need time.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ladi Cole, the leader of the revival. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. Big ups to 3 Music on the launch of their new station. Did you knew that? Love.
But forget my nigga. Crown don't they bend from the stress, my nigga. It's getting hard to suppress my liquor.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Leah. This is me, this is you, this is the culture, and a huge shout out to 3 Music TV Ghana on the new super launch.
If you say my life no good, I dey like I'm so. Charlie, mind your business. So if you say
Hi people, what's good? It's Dope Nation in the building. Yeah man, this is me, this is you, and this is the culture. Yeah man, yes, sir.
So you know what? Just please scan your TVs to watch our music video on 3 Music TV. It's Dope Nation.
Can you know where we from? Can you know where we from? Negative energy stay away. We know the thief only hustle for bread. What are they doing?
Are we on? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Lights, cameras.
This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Hey, good morning and welcome. It's Wednesday. It's a wild Wednesday on the Wild Wild West. And when I say West, yes, in the West African part of the continent. Welcome to... And he said, welcome to Jay Foley. Welcome to Culture Daily. My name is Jay Foley. Well, I just try to be selfish and keep it to myself, but it's impossible, you know. It's not just a one-man's work. It's a teamwork. And that's why all three of us are gathered here this morning in holy matrimony.
Yeah.
I do.
Yes,
I do, you know. Do you remember your I do days? Your I do day?
Yes.
You do remember? Oh, interesting.
I do day, Charlie. Man, it's a time you can't forget.
Yeah, moments in life you can't forget, right?
But today is also a Woman Crush Wednesday. So
yeah.
it's a lovely day to be a man.
It's going to be a lovely day, you know. And let me
it's a lovely day to be a man.
Yes. Wild what again Wednesday?
Hey, you said your thing.
Wednesday.
You said your thing. We are listening.
Women's
How do you say Women's Crush Wednesday?
Wild what?
I was going to say Wild Women's...
Wild Crush.
Wild Crush Wednesday.
We have to check the website.
Well, dedicating the day to, of course, all the beautiful, beautiful women across the world. And like they say, beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. So, so far as you... And then they say, beauty
like your hands is the hands of Jehovah.
Not with, yes. Beauty is within, not without. You know, it's not about the outward beauty. It's the beauty from inside. So serious, like, you know...
But some people's inside beauty has come to the outside, making them attractive.
Hey... Which people are those ones?
Plenty people.
Like you.
Some of your own has come outside.
Which
look at the way you're nice. Look into the camera. Let me sell you. Oh yeah, looking fresh.
Just a few seconds. Please, you look at the camera.
You look at the camera.
Just look at the camera.
Please.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that. The inside beauty has come and it's abundant outside. Wow. Thank you. Give them.
Anyway, well, if you're listening to us on Plus 89.9 FM, sorry though, but yes, we still celebrate you this morning. Thanks for joining on to the show. 3 straight hours. There's a lot of things happening on the show this morning, so we'll just quickly jump into them. But let's start off on that note of the president, not the founder, but this new CEO of the newly acquired Twitter platform going hard on our very own AMG Medical. Well, somehow Medical seems to be engaging with a lot of international people. The last person I remember was him when he was mentioned by that artist. We discussed it in the studio. T-Pain. Yes.
That he DM'd and
he said he didn't know
about DMs and all that.
So that was on the happy note. But on the very sad note, Medical's Twitter account has been suspended or permanently banned. Well, the reason, let me allow you to tell because I don't want to say it. I'm afraid somebody might video this and
that what happened.
Put it
I think he was joking and he put up our president's photo, and then changed his AVI name to Mr. President. And then a fan kind of retweeted and then mentioned Elon Musk that, hey, look, AMG Medical is impersonating the president. I thought they thought it was a joke. But, you know, Elon Musk didn't play like that, and the account has been fush.
I don't know why it looks like all of a sudden he's become some dictator.
Yeah, Twitter's becoming too serious.
You know, that can't just allow things to slide. You know, I just saw the CNN report on the African employees and, you know, they are not actually going to have severance like Lenny was telling us yesterday that they actually are going to get some severance, but Africans will not get. It just brings back, you know, the perception that people have held for a very long time that this guy is racist. And look, we can decide, you know, Jay Foley founded Facebook, so we are hoping that he gets us another Twitter. I will leave your platform for you.
Let me correct it.
I like my Twitter also.
Let me correct it. I bet the idea, and somebody started it.
They stole it.
Yes.
You know me, the part of the idea birthing. You know.
Can we put the tweet out?
Before as we are putting this out, the part of the idea birthing that interests me is the fried egg and bread with white yogurt.
Yeah, I mean, I was localizing the idea, but it was true. Like I was eating bread and egg that day, fried egg. There was a little sausage in there, you know, and then
was there onions?
My brother, there was the onions. And then I bet the idea. But let's put Medical's tweet. Let's put Elon Musk's tweet back on the screens now for you to see exactly how that conversation went down. So from a fan who put it up, well, this is the tweet from Elon Musk. It says, going forward, any Twitter handles engaging in impersonation without clearly specifying parody will be permanently suspended. Gathering about, 69,000 retweets, 57,000 quotes. I mean, and endless likes. I'm very sure this one is still going up. But I wish we could get a tweet from the gentleman who snitched on Medical. History has it that So on the screens now, Medical put up the picture of the president. There's a smiling president, a new profile pic. And of course, his AVI was there. It says Mr. President. But what even worries me is that, what I don't even agree is that, look, everybody knows that the AVI is not your real
picture.
It's not
That's part of the thing.
It's like your nickname.
So,
you know.
So here's the fun.
So Ben, a Sarkodie fan, because I mean Success Music. So Sarkodie will be joining us tomorrow on the show. Though we'll be asking him questions with regards to this. Bino Success, aka Bino Pa Onyx 1, and he also has Onyx D Black's nice club name in there.
Hey.
You know, this must be handled.
Too many things being read into.
Hi Elon Musk. You know, it's the hi that does it for me.
So personal.
So personal. Hi Elon Musk. Kindly, you know, and he was being very kindly check AMG Medical's account. He is trying to impersonate the president of Ghana. Did Medical say he was trying to impersonate?
So why aren't you saying that this person sounds as though they work in the office of the president?
I mean,
because it seems to be doing the bidding of the PR of the office of the president. They are not complaining, but somebody finds it, needful to make Elon Musk know that somebody has posted the president's picture. And the only thing I feel might have been the problem was, the AVI that changed Mr. President with the president's picture in there. But people use people's pictures any day. It could be part of admiration.
It's part of what Chairman Musk is fixing with Twitter.
I think
he wants Miss G to use Miss G's pictures.
Because he's also been impersonated before. I think it's just coming from a personal, whatever.
He wants the place to be more factual. And as much as we understand that, yes, Cyril can take Jeffoli's
and there on the screen, Medical's account suspended. But
at
you see,
the followers are still there.
We will show Musk something. That Medical will create a new account. We don't need blue ticks. And then we'll still go and follow him, and we'll still be there.
No, the blue tick is even for sale. So Medical is rich enough to buy blue tick. So that's not supposed to be a big deal. My problem is that it was not like we're forewarned. And he violated, because we all knew that at this point that I'm the new CEO, these will not be tolerated. And then when the person violates, then you have every right to say, oh, you already knew. We have been on this street playing this kind of game for a very long time. Nobody said anything. For a second,
we will have to check the terms and conditions of maybe the policies.
Twitter now.
Probably Twitter's policies mention it, but they've been, we've been lenient.
That's what I'm saying. That so you haven't categorically stated that henceforth, now that I'm CEO, these things will be taken seriously, so that because it's not only
what the issue is. The issue is that Medical as a brand should not even be playing with his DP and his AVI and changing it every time he feels he has a joke to tell us. It's part of the media etiquette. If you go to Beyonce, no matter how funny something is or something is trending, Beyonce is not going to change her AVI and make Sarkodie. Have you ever seen Sarkodie change his AVI?
Would you have said same if he was paid to do a promo for the president?
Okay, all right. So we'll come to this. We'll come to this, guys. Let's go into the music. A quick song of the day. We'll still have this band at the back, right here. We'll put it out on our social media. Or not on Twitter. I don't want to. I'm afraid.
Why are you afraid now?
Yes.
Charlotte, I don't want
to get right. I started Twitter. I think I'm going to spell it to this.
Impersonation.
I know, right? Let's go check out song of the day right now.
tempo, you are the voice, we are your song. You are our God, we are your people, you are the light, we stand in awe. We stand in awe of you. the darkness into your love, into your light. Grace upon grace, beauty for ashes. You come to us, we come alive. We stand in awe of you. Oh, we stand in awe of you. Not the might, not the power, your spirit, God. Send your spirit, God. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, God. Send your spirit, not by might, not by power, by your spirit, God. We need your spirit, God. Not by might, not by power, by your spirit, God. Send your spirit, come and breathe on us. Spirit, breathe. Come and breathe on us. Come and breathe on us. Spirit, breathe. We need you to breathe on we stand in awe of you. We stand in awe of you.
Well, Natasha Tameka Cobbs is her full name, and she's a gospel musician. She's an American gospel musician, and the song titled Your Spirit puts us in that mood already for a great morning, right, guys?
It's a touching song, and I like that.
And what song?
A touching song.
Okay, my brother, thank you.
Thank God there is
choir
another
effect.
gospel that will not be diluted
No,
today.
we wouldn't do that.
On the Wednesday morning.
No.
Jesus, thank you. Thank you,
Hallelujah.
Lord.
But
thank
seriously,
you.
it's a touching song, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I like, you can put
It's
the
a
lyrics.
touching song.
Yes,
It's a
People have
touching
started
song.
again.
No, it touched me deep within.
It's okay.
Well, anyway, so the song title is Your Spirit. It's our song of the day this morning. Let's go and check out the song's trivia on the screens. So, Your Spirit, featuring American gospel musician Kira Shedd, popularly known as Kiki, was released on August 25th in 2017. Now, the song is of Natasha's Heart, Passion, Pursuit album, which was also released in the same year. The song currently is amassed about 174 million, views on YouTube, and has reached over 1 million views on YouTube it also reached about 1 million views on YouTube within a week of its release. Then on Spotify, Your Spirit has gathered about 15 million streams already. Then also on Audio Mac, it's done about 52,000 streams. You see how people are sinners.
Audio Mac people, they don't like gospel.
Audio Mac boys don't like gospel
No,
at
those
all.
are impressive. 150 something million. That's a lot. I mean, I would even expect more, right? Because it's faith-based music.
Yeah.
That kind of tends to be on repeat.
Yeah.
And it was released as far back as 2017, so
Yeah.
5 years after.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to take your calculator.
No, the whole thing is, I was going to say that because it's faith-based music, it's highly probable that the same user would play it over and over and over again, even though that might just count as 1 or 2 streams.
Yeah,
You understand? So these are 157 million unique listens. But for each listener, there
it
might
could
have
be
been
more
multiple.
play.
So
Yeah. Well, so that is our song of the day. Now let's move into our starter pack as well. Some motivation is needed for this morning, considering AMG Medical.
Adina, let me talk to me. Life is short, so you for live and well. If you get the chance, cafe door. My party if I hustle well, so life go be judge. If you never know what you really want, it never go be judge. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track. Life dear so long, count on all them on. Stay true to who you are. Yes, I dear, I'm sorry. My party for hustle well, so life go be judge, If you never know what you really want, it never go be judge, My party for hustle well, so life go be judge, If you never know what you really want, it never go be judge, I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track. Life is short, so you for live and well. Live and well. If you get the chance, I am a cafe door. My body for hustle well, so life go be judge. If you never know what you really want, it never go be judge. My body for hustle well, so life go be judge. Ooh, judge. So life go be judge. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear no, I never stop. I ain't thinking so far back. I keep on moving, I'm on track.
Well, yes, we're keeping the motivation on there with you, and that's Adina with that lovely song and being our starter pack. Let's put the lyrics back on the screens again. It says, my paddy, you for hustle well, till life go be jeje. He says, if you never know what you really want, it never go be jeje again. He says, I'm on my way to the top. I never fear, never stop. I ain't thinking to fall back. I keep on moving. I'm on track. Well, yes, I bumped into her at a certain place over the weekend.
Hey,
Yes,
is it a washroom? Is it a washroom? Because
No, not the
This is the
washroom.
second bumping into
yeah,
this.
because
We are
you-
beginning to be
Okay, please
concerned.
let me see myself. I met Adina at Tea Lounge,
Uh-huh.
Channel Lounge over the weekend. Yes.
the way you are comfortable to say you met somebody in the washroom, no,
Nah,
you
that
should be
one-
comfortable
that
to
one
say
where
the
It was at
places.
the YouTube Creators Conference.
We didn't- why didn't you see?
I just saw her by
Wait.
the place. Hey, please.
Jay Foley,
Yes, please.
why didn't you say what at the YouTube? And then you say, oh, you know where we bumped into each other?
Specific, in the washroom.
And I'm like, I thought washrooms had female and male.
Just say the sister
So how did you
craft
bump
the
into
sister
her at the
craft rules.
washroom? It was almost like they were going to, he opened the door and the lady was coming from the urinal and it was about
I
entry.
cannot believe that.
That is what I was
I cannot
thinking.
believe that the team at 3 Music has sat down to design.
In fact, I guess when I heard that, I was like,
a certain segment that's supposed to motivate people, and here
we
we
are
are
motivated.
violating. You see why Elon Musk is taking this personal. But anyway, the lyrics back on the screens again. Let's digest. It says, "My paddy, you for hustle well, till life could be jeje." And you know, well, jeje is a local term. I mean that
proper.
Yeah, proper. Yeah, of course. If you never know what you really want, it will never be well. Basically, that's what she's saying. I'm on my way to the top. I never fear. Well, she's got some vim to do that. Yes, and never stop. I ain't falling back. I keep on moving. I'm on track. Yes.
Last
sure
line for me. Keep on moving. Stay on track. Because the life be road.
Yeah.
You go pack. You can't pack. You have to keep it moving.
How you go
No
back?
falling
You
back.
can't pack. You have to keep
Brother,
moving.
how you pack?
But Adina has been on track,
Yes.
from the days of Stars of the Future, coming back to give us back-to-back hits. I call her my little twin sister because at a certain point we used to have the same haircuts and people used to say I look like Adina. People used to say she looks like me. She told me
Was
an
it the
experience.
haircut that came with the dress?
Which dress?
Yes, the photo. Do we have that? Do we have that photo?
I thought you said
Let's do. I think she had the same haircut.
No, do you know what motivation is?
I thought you said
Do you know how
motivation.
Do you know how motivational that dress is?
Paddy for hustle, well,
No, she doesn't know how motivational the dress is.
Yeah, we want to
Listen,
make a comparison.
production is on our side,
Why does
and the
production
picture is
always
coming.
favor you
Exactly.
people? They always put the picture on the screen.
Because we need motivation.
I don't even know the person.
We need motivation.
Take it easy. There it is.
There it
on
is.
your
That's the
screens
haircut.
now. Look at
that
focus
is the
on the
dress.
hair.
Oh, my sister.
Bell.
Gentlemen, let's give it to her.
Cyril. Chale Limuku left.
Top case.
Wow.
Wow, G.
Wow.
G.
So
Wow.
I don't know which people did the thing top self.
Wow.
I have no idea what you
No,
put
but
just show.
let's have the hair back on the screens again for
It's
a
not
second.
the hair they want to see. Please don't put it back on the screen.
There we go. There we go.
Look at the hair. I think you see. I like the rough texture. You know.
They are not looking at the hair.
No, I mean even from afar, the hair stands out.
How many heads do you see over there, please?
Well, there's 4 people there. I
Can you imagine
I got 4 people.
How many heads do you see?
I can count 4
Jesus
people.
Christ.
I can count 4 people.
My head.
Miss G was standing with 2 other people. Hey, my sister.
I told you.
Shut down.
Oh,
Shut down.
This production,
I'm going to take the shutdown title from Mike Smith and give it to you.
Well, anyway,
Hey,
so
shouts to Mike Smith. I'm sure he's locked on, you know.
yes, definitely locked on. So yes, Adina with the same hairstyle as Miss G. I mean, in that photo, Miss G and 3 other people in the pictures. If you can't see the 3 other people, well, it's up to you. For those who screenshot it, I want to post it on Twitter as well. Careful, Mr. Musk is watching you.
Yeah.
For impersonating Miss G.
Yes. Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Anyway, all right. So that is a motivation, though, and on a more serious. So that is a motivation.
No, so you don't even know what to say.
Getting back on
Which
track.
motivation?
I'm getting back on track.
You're on the track.
I'm going to the top. I'm not falling back.
Everything will be JJ.
Yes, I'm not falling back in any way. All right. So, well, that is it. Yes, we've spoken about it. My paddy for Hasselwello.
Hard work, right? Hard work pays.
Yeah, hard work
especially in
pays.
these times. Everybody seems to want the nicest things,
Yeah,
the
quick
quickest way. Yeah.
Yeah.
As a reminder that you have to work. I
Well,
like
you
your
don't
video
wanna
as
work
well.
for
what
it.
you really want, it will never be well for you. Basically, that's what she's saying. And defining purpose is one thing that I always say that if you have to know the reason why you're here. And if I want to be a bit spiritual, I always go back to the maker, the creator, the person who made you.
Really?
and seek a certain connection with God so that He helps you drive and get purpose and why you are here. Because for all you know, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be here. To say elsewhere with
I'm taking collection after the sermon.
Amen.
No, but I love the video because you know what? The lady's trying to climb a mountain.
I was just going to say,
you know what? I
up
tell
the
you.
hill,
so
but
it
they were barefoot. I'm sure they
you.
tried
But
to
you want them
get
to wear
heels.
heels up there.
I tell you, let me
Rihanna
scare
would
you.
have
Let
done
me
it.
scare you with something.
What's
In
that?
the video where they shot it, the Shy Hills. It's a snake-infested area. Yeah, it is.
And that's where Wilderland happens. Don't tell people not to go there. I thought that's where Wilderland happens.
So, I mean, when I saw the video for the first time, because I'd been there, on one of those tourism trips, and I was like, wow, these girls are brave, unless they didn't tell them.
Hustle well.
They didn't tell them.
So life will be JJ. So they're trying to.
The director will be like, all right, guys, we are going in 5, but beware of the snakes. Spoil the whole shoot.
Anyway, amazing video there. So shouts going out to Adina, and she's on our starter pack this morning. Let's move on. So, beg your pardon, what's coming on unpacking this today?
See, this guy has been trying to stay focused.
Medical?
I know you can get away with medical, but in here, because of what's about to happen, he's been trying to stay focused. So please, forgive Jay Foley. We have a bevy of ladies in studio, and he keeps, trying to look their way, So that's why, sometimes, he sounds as if he's forgotten what he wants to say.
Helping ages past.
He only call on God. At this point, the help is coming from nowhere.
I'm holding my breath.
It's because he can't also speak. These men, today they are enjoying their Women Crash Wednesday. They are crashing on women. Bevy of beautiful
Nobody's enjoying
ladies.
more than me. My camera is right there.
So you see, at least he's confessed. Jeff Foley will not admit that he's watching.
He's like that.
Stealing glances. Good boy.
Host the show.
Good boy, Jay.
You don't go host again.
He's forgotten what he has to say. If he opens his mouth, he'll talk about ladies.
So you're hosting the ladies, the queens.
I said it.
I said it. Ladies and queens from Miss Malaika this morning, right?
See how excited
No, I'm
you
just
are.
asking you.
See you too. See your cheeks.
Looking fresh and cutie.
Well, okay, so great. We're looking forward to that interview. It's going to be a great discussion. Yes, yes. We'll keep our questions to ourselves.
Is there anything you should expect?
Ask the questions. So
oh no, we trust you. Big sister.
No. The way people have enjoyed. I can't see them. People have watched.
You'll see soon.
You have to bring questions.
No.
Yes, well, it's definitely going to be an interesting show as well. We have a lot of things to talk about. Don't forget, tomorrow being Thursday, even though I'm jumping, the landlord, a.k.a. Sarkodie, will join us right in the studio as he, he'll be jamming with his Jams album with us. So keep that locked on as well. It's going to be a great week, right? Anyway, sports, what are we kicking in?
Super sweet, sexy Rihanna.
Wow.
At the Super Bowl.
Wow.
She's talking a bit more about her performance come February and having to actually put her kid aside to prepare for the performance and wanting to give us something very unique. You know, she hasn't come out with a song or performed in 6 years. So this is like a big comeback, hooking up with ASAP, getting pregnant. She's not a former artist.
Can you imagine?
From 6 years in hibernation to one of the biggest platforms on the planet. You see how they think different. So we're going to get into that. And then we have like a countdown of some of the weirdest moments in the World Cup history, from Asamoah Gyan's penalty miss to Suarez catching the ball to a few other things.
Are you going back to Maradona?
We are starting with Maradona.
Oh,
when he headed the ball.
My father made me fall in love with that man. You know,
awesome moments.
Yeah.
Well,
Maradona.
so let's jump into our unpacking. It's coming up next with Miss G with Beautiful Women.
Number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in your next team.
Feelings, I'm in my feelings. There is something about you, you bring me healing.
Hey guys, it's Adina. So this is me, this is you, this is the culture. Please scan your TV to watch my music videos on Finalist TV.
When I see be my medicine. I'm addicted with the way that you hold me down.
Ready for love, by the things you do make up for. Now look at that boy, monkey, he the flex on me, junkie, shit.
Hi, what's up, my people? This is Wendy Shea. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Rescan your TV and watch my videos on Free Music TV. Shea Gang.
I'm a survivor.
Oh Lord, messy. Me who be me beauty, massa.
Hello everyone, my name is Adina. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Rescan your TV to watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. Stay tuned.
It's your girl Leah. This is me, this is you, this is the culture, and a huge shout out to 3 Music TV Ghana and their new super launch.
Hi, welcome to Unpacking. My name is Miss G, and before Cyril comes your way with Rihanna, I want to first tell you about Rihanna telling us about motherhood. Now, here's what she has to say.
You're always re-envisioning things, giving them, seeing things in new light. Pregnancy was one of those. The last time I saw you, you were expecting. Now you are a mama. So
Yes,
big congratulations.
I know.
Oh, so how?
I know. You start talking mad weird when it's about babies.
Start talking to you like this.
I know.
What is the best part about motherhood right now, Rihanna?
Oh my God, the mornings just like seeing his morning face and, you know, like seeing a baby with like little bags and waking up and they're just like startled. They're trying to figure out where they at. It's the cutest. It's my favorite part of the day.
Oh my God.
The mornings, that's like, I cherish that.
You singing to the little one?
Oh yeah.
Already?
Oh my God. The craziest stuff. Like I've been making up, just freestyling.
Making up that new lullaby album, right?
Oh my God. You know, I literally said if anybody's going to ask me for the album, it's going to be you.
It's going to be me. I have to do that. And I'll get to that in just a second. But how little guy's doing great, though.
He's amazing. He's a happy baby.
That is fantastic. So next, we've got Fenty Volume 4 here. Savage X Fenty Volume 4. Is it going to be Fenty Kids next? I know I already asked you, but now that you're a mama, I feel like I can really see it. Come on now, Ree.
You know, I always thought doing kids stuff would be like cliche and obviously the obvious thing to do when you have
nothing cliche.
When you have a baby, right?
Yeah.
It's like the obvious next step. But when I went shopping, that's when I realized, like, okay, maybe I need to start making the stuff that I want my kids to wear because it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. I got my own like idea.
Like what? Give it to me. Tell me your vision board.
She is about to just put it all out there.
I'm
I cannot give you my ideas, girl.
I want some ideas.
The ops is watching.
I want to bounce some ideas off of you, honey.
The baby comes into play and then everything shifts.
Really?
So, of course. Because that's the number one priority. You can't delay a baby. You can't be like, push back the due date. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's coming. So things are going to have to adjust.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's a challenge in itself, and I love it. I love it all.
It's amazing to me to think of you months after giving birth.
Yeah.
On stage, rehearsing, getting ready, gearing up. Like, what was it like the first time you got back in those heels after the baby and was like, okay, so this is the music that we're going with, okay?
It's crazy. Actually, getting back in heels was tough. It was like I wore heels throughout my entire pregnancy,
Right.
and after you give birth, it's like, oh, this is different. But getting back into making music, getting back into studio, getting back at work. I was back at work 3 days after I gave birth.
What?
Literally on a Zoom call for Savage. Because, you know, these are things that can't... These are there are also other due dates that you can't push back. Things like Savage, things like the show, things like loungewear. We're also launching sport.
Yeah.
So if I didn't get on that call, honestly, we wouldn't have sport be a part of this show.
Whoa.
So it was important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the part of motherhood that surprised you most? I'm just curious to know. I mean, we talked about like what your music, what your impact on the industry will be, but I'm curious what your experience in motherhood.
So motherhood is a whole other beast, right?
Right.
Like life starts over when you become a parent. Like it's like life that you've never known before. You get a second full book, not a chapter. It's like a new book completely, right? The beginning, it's like you're tripping acid every day. You're like, it's wild, trippy as hell.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. You won't know that because you'll never have the opportunity to actually give birth. You will never have those hormones weirding you out like that and telling you, wait, I have a baby? Oh my God, it's crazy. You look at him and he's yours, but he's a stranger and he's new and you're learning him as he's learning you and learning the world. It's an amazing experience, honestly.
Yeah.
But the thing that I really, his eye contact, that's some... Oh my God. When he looks at me in my eyes, my whole soul is like, I can't tell if it's cold or hot. It's just like dropping. It's like amazing.
Well, if he's got eyes like you, I could get it. I'm just saying,
Oh,
you know.
You see what he did there?
I'm just saying if he happens to have
you want
eyes.
his name. You want to know what he looked like.
Yeah, just show me on the phone. Just show me. You don't have to show them. Just show me. Just let me see on the phone.
Goodbye, Axel.
Look. Look. Oh, is that him?
And that's Rihanna telling us more about motherhood. I hand over to the guys because it's Women Crush Wednesday. I'm sure you're asking, where are the Malaika ladies? Well, they'll be coming up in a bit. But let's go to Cyril and, of course, Jay Foley to tell me. You know, Cyril's a big Rihanna fan. You know, the things he was saying offset, I want him to tell you on camera. So, Cyril, your girlfriend just showed up. She's been taken though, but I know you're still admiring. Your wife can't understand.
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, after our first kid right now.
I know, right?
What we're really doing is trying to stay.
Are you Don Jazzy right now?
And just basically, keep the love together.
Yeah.
She needs to get in shape for the performance. Yeah. And I'm just being a supportive side guy, and I'm being a supportive side guy. I know she's gone, but
you're in a very long queue.
Is still there. I'm in a long queue. I know somebody at the gate.
You know somebody at the gate.
I know somebody at the gate.
Don Jazzy is the first one everybody knows. He's admitted prior to her marriage or prior to her being together.
I was cool with Don Jazzy, but obviously now we cannot be cool.
No, he's the only one we know that he's the side guy, proper. Yeah, number 2.
But the baby changes have made her nice.
Well, yes, definitely she's gained some weight in there. And also, well, for somebody of her influence, in her answer to the question about her, her experience with motherhood, I was expecting an answer that should touch more on underprivileged or women who don't have the
privileges that
she has, and then you can make the comparison better and then make women feel more appreciated. But anyway, that's just me. I felt the answer was whack.
She's still very Hollywood. That's the thing.
Yeah.
People always come from a tough place, and then when things change for them, they kind of disconnect a little bit. She's had massive success from on the Replay to Umbrella. She's had so much success, so she's definitely disconnected to an extent, and I think she slipped up on that question. I'm making
that's like I wanted a bit more, an answer that should touch on all mothers, not all rich Hollywood mothers.
Well, she can't speak for all mothers.
Exactly, I was going to say she can't speak about something she doesn't have an experience of.
She's Rihanna. She has to speak for all mothers.
Well, she doesn't have an experience of what you're talking about. How does she begin to speak about something she has little or no knowledge about? Well, coming from a dad of girls, I understand, but that's Rihanna coming our way with what motherhood means to her. Let's now go to studio to have the conversation with the Malaika ladies who are standing by. I know the guys are jealous already. But guys, you can come along.
No, we don't. We are fine.
We're
fine, right?
You wish. Okay, so now let's go have a conversation with the Malaika ladies. But before we do, let's see some of the ladies on the runway so far.
Number 1, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, but voice in now, next team.
Feelings, I'm in my feelings. There is something about you bring me healing.
Hey guys, it's Adina. So this is me, this is you, this is the culture. Please scan your TV to watch my music videos on Finalist TV.
When I see be my medicine. I'm addicted with the way that you hold me down.
Ready for love, but the things you do make up for. Now look at that boy, monkey. He the flex on me, junkie. Shit.
Hi, what's up, my people? This is Wendy Shea. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. Rescan your TV and watch my videos on Green Music TV. Shea Gang.
I'm a survivor.
Oh Lord, I'm messy. Me who be maybe out, say my.
Hello everyone, my name is Adina. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Rescan your TV to watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. Stay tuned. Mwah.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Leah. This is me, this is you, this is the culture, and a huge shout out to 3 Music TV Ghana on their new super launch.
As you can tell, it's a special edition of Unpacking. As you can tell, we are here in our conversation studio. This is a studio mainly for the big conversation, but we are hosting Miss Malaika contestants who are getting ready for Saturday. It's the grand finale this Saturday. It's the 20th edition. It's the Emerald edition. It's the green edition. You know, 20 years of hosting Miss Malaika, 20 years of having back-to-back queens. Shouts to the ladies who I know who have been on that platform, to Belamundi, to Nash Shakor, to Gwenado, to Sewa of what's her brand name? But Sewa also, when I remember the brand name, I'll let you know. But I have a number of ladies who have been on that platform. It's one of the prestigious beauty pageantries that we have in this country. So I guess you are all privileged to have been part. So we're going to go around the table. Where do I start from? My left, my right? You know, you're going to introduce yourself to us. So I start with you.
Okay. My name is Yaira.
Oh, like a fan.
Okay.
All right, Yaira.
Delegate number 1.
Oh, delegate number 1.
Yes.
Pressure.
Exactly.
You're the one who's going to start there first.
Exactly.
Speak first.
Yes.
If you bano yawa. Oh, anyway. Nice to meet you, Yaira.
Thank you.
I'll come back to you on the journey so far. What about you?
I am Julia.
Delegate
number 5.
Oh, 5. I thought it was going to go in that order.
No,
okay.
On that day, I'll be number 3.
Oh, okay. You switched position already.
No, we balloted.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, good for you. And so let's move from you to her.
I'm Dede.
Dede.
Delegate number 22.
Why does it look like everybody's using local names? What did you say your name was?
Julia.
Okay, so you have a British name.
Yeah. And my surname to it.
You want to add your surname to it? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Julia Burton.
Oh, I tell that you're already the comedian amongst them, eh? You know, you're the one who's getting everyone to laugh. Julia Burton.
Yes.
Are you Ghanaian?
Yes, I'm Ghanaian. A proud Fanti.
Oh, free Punano ho baby. And now Julia Burton.
Yeah.
Okay, Dede, let's hear you.
Okay, so I'm Dede, delegate number 22.
Okay.
But on the finale, I'll be the number 20.
I think you guys should put your numbers on the finale out because that's what people will have stuck in their heads. So on that final day, you're what?
2.
Number 2. So number 1 on the final, then number 2, number 5. Number 3. Okay, all right. Let's go. You.
So my name is Lena Blankson. I'm delegate number 4, and on that day I'll be the 4th person.
Yeah. In trouble. Okay, and finally you.
My name is Becky, and then on that day I'll be number 5, but then I'm also delegate number 17.
Okay, delegate 17, number 5 on the D-Day. Nice to have you beautiful ladies join us, you know. Like I was saying, I was going to come to every one of you, but not from you again. Let's go straight to the day. Share the experience. This is the 20th anniversary. How does it feel like to be part of Miss Malaika? 20 years running, and you're part of a grand Emerald edition.
I feel amazing. I feel awesome. I feel honored because 20th edition is the best. I believe that's it's actually the best edition. All the past queens are going to be there live, working gracefully with us. So I feel so good to be part of this experience.
Hey, you know, it's like you have memorized your lines already. It's like, oh, let's ask him. No, but that's nice, you know. 20th edition, just to you, seated right by Dede. Lena.
So I feel like the blessed child to be a part of the 20th edition. I mean, Emerald season, like, it's going to be big, and I just can't wait for Saturday because everybody's going to be there. All the 19 queens are going to be there, and I just cannot wait for that day.
The 20th queen will feel so blessed to have 19 queens, you know, past queens, all blessing her on that night. You want to be that queen, so tell me the experience.
Well, sorry, the journey so far has been amazing. And then also I feel blessed because actually
everybody's feeling blessed. So who is not feeling blessed yet?
It's actually a privilege to be a part of this platform, being part of the top 10. It's not easy. So yeah, I feel blessed.
Top 10, how many did you start with? How many of you auditioned with?
Over 300 plus girls.
Then it moved to
then you're really blessed.
Yes.
Now I get the blessing. Now I get the blessing part.
Yes.
300 to top 10. Yeah, yes, you're really blessed indeed. So let's go to you, Yaira.
Yes, so on Saturday, I'm going to work on the biggest, I mean the biggest stage Malaika has ever had.
Wow.
Because it's the Emerald season, and we are going to have all the past queens. I mean, all the past queens. It's going to be amazing. I'm overwhelmed because I have the opportunity to be here, and we've come far. We were so many, and I saw so many beautiful girls. But then today I'm here, part of the top 10. The journey has been great.
Great journey. Did you have a last say before we go into other things?
Oh yes, for my journey, it has been a remarkable one, an educative one, and
Wow.
I'm so proud to be part of the top 10 finalists. And can't wait for Saturday, yes.
You can't wait indeed for Saturday.
Yes, grand finale and homecoming. We have all the 19 queens in the auditorium with us.
It looks like that means a big deal to a lot of you.
Yes,
The biggest stage ever Malaika has had.
Yeah, look at the chorus. Biggest stage ever Malaika will have. Okay, so because it's a big deal to you, let's go time pass. And shouts to Anita Kufo. I forgot to mention your name. You also were part of Miss Malaika some years back. And I was mentioning Sewa of Chop Shop. Sewa also was part of Miss Malaika back in the day. What has been your ideal Miss Malaika, like back in the day, the ones you've seen prior to today? Which one do you saw? Which queen or which edition? The way you're looking forward to seeing these ladies come. Which of the editions, and who in particular, mesmerized you, inspired you to go for Miss Malaika? I won't start with anybody who has, because now I'm going to be throwing questions, so you're not going to have the luxury of answering all together. So anybody who wants to speak, let's go. Hey, you all don't want to speak, but you're excited about the queens coming.
For me, is Phyllis Vesta Boyson. She came into the pageants as a very quiet, calm girl, and now she's all out. She's all there. Everybody knows her, so she's someone I really look up to.
Talking about that, let's talk about some of the benefits that, because somebody could be very laid back, but when you get to participate in these things, you find your confidence. And let's talk about some of the benefits or some of the perks that comes with, being in a beauty pageantry.
Definitely, it builds your confidence, and also it makes you poised. It also adds, it empowers you in some way, because before you enter into a beauty pageant, you think it's just about beauty, and then you enter in, and then they are teaching you more how to speak, how to act like a lady. So it basically builds up your confidence and also exposes you in a good way, building you up for the world a better way.
But I hope all of us have in mind that on that day, is only one person that's going to wear the crown.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's where the disappointment comes from. I've been in a reality show before. I didn't even make top 5, but here am I. So what strategies do you have in mind? What have you consoled yourself with? I'm not saying none of you will win, though, but if you don't win, what else for you?
So I believe we are all queens, and Malaika has already given us the platform. Some of us have already gotten so many opportunities, even though we are not yet done with the pageants. We all can't have the crown. We all can't have the cash prize. We all can't have the car. It's definitely going to be one person. And at the end of the day, you can make a lot out of the opportunity you've been given. So it's up to you as an individual to make so much difference out of it, even if you are not crowned the Emerald Queen.
You're also going to speak. Let me give you that chance before I go to the next question. You're okay? You're okay with that? It's very difficult, daunting task, if you ask me, to convince parents that you want to do this. There's always that perception about beauty queen. You just want to go and, sorry, but the thing outrageously that, you're doing it for men and all of that. Tell me how easy or difficult it was for you to tell family that this is the journey, and what difference is made to them now?
Okay. So before joining Malaika, I remember telling my dad I wanted to join Malaika, and he was kind of laid back because they've all heard stories about beauty pageants, but he was like, you know what, go in there, and when anything funny happens, you come back out. And he's seen me in top 10, and he's like, okay, this pageant is actually legit, because nothing of that sort has happened. Like, it's one of the most prestigious pageants, and nothing of that
20 years running is a big deal, you know, and 20 years of credibility, it's a big deal as well. So are we done voting? Oh, you want to say something, Dede? Oh, are we done voting?
No.
Let's solicit for votes.
Even on Saturday, because the highest voter automatically makes it to top 5. So
it's like you need to constantly keep voting. Just keep voting.
And people are quiet.
So until the host drops the mic, voting continues.
Oh yeah, let's appeal for votes.
Let's
start. Dede starts. Dede has not spoken in a while, so Dede start, and then we'll go around.
So to vote for me, you have to dial *711*80#. My code is 22, and then confirm the name Dede and follow the Momo prompts. You can vote as many times as you can until the winner is pronounced.
Vote. Okay, Lina, let's do you.
Okay, so *711*80#. The code is 4, and please confirm the name Lina before proceeding with everything. Please, you can vote as many as you can, and let's help make me the next Miss Malaika Queen.
Okay, now let's come to you.
Well, the code remains 17. So dial *711*80#. Enter code 17. The name is Becky. And please keep voting, you know, because Becky got you, and I know you got me too.
Yeah. So now we are left with Madam Julia and Yaira. Okay, Julia, let's hear you.
Kindly dial *711*80#. The code is 5. Please vote for me as many as you can, and expect nothing but the best on Saturday from me.
Yes, Madam Julia. Now let's have Yaira.
So on Saturday, I promise to go all out. So just dial *711*80#. The code still remains 1. I'm still going to be the first to perform, meaning number 1 throughout. So don't forget to vote for me and keep pushing me to make me your Emerald Queen.
Okay, so who gets to be the Emerald Queen come Saturday at the Grand Arena is what we are talking about. It's Miss Malaika 20, and these bevy of ladies are here to solicit for your vote. You heard them. They've put out your code. They put out the star. What star was
711*80#.
You heard it yourself. Please vote for them and make one of them Queen come Saturday. But they are not just 5 in here. We have another set who will be joining us soon to have another conversation. It's Miss Malaika season, and vote for your favorite. So thank you, ladies, for coming through. We wish you all the best. Remember to have fun while you're at it, because this life after Miss Malaika, and take all the lessons with you as you go. Congratulations to every one of you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on Saturday. All right, so we take a break. When we're back, the next set of ladies will join us. And welcome back from that breaker. The next set of ladies have joined is the Emerald season for Miss Malaika 2020. Miss Malaika 2022, but it's Miss Malaika 20, and it's great to have these ladies join us. So the first set came and yada 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 about how they want to win the crown and all of that. So let's start off with engaging you as well. So I'm not going to go through that formula again. Let's start off with you. Introduce yourself to us and tell us which delegate you are and what number you're showing up with on Saturday.
My name is Nancy Pateyo. I'm delegate number 9, and my code is 9.
Oh, so you're the 9th contestant on the night as well?
No, 7th contestant.
Okay,
sorry.
All right. So delegate number 9, 7th contestant. Hello, lovely.
Hi, my name is Kukwa. I'm delegate number 20, and I'll be number 6 on the day.
Okay, Kukwa, thank you. Hi.
Hi.
So how do you call that? Hijab? Is that the hijab? It's so beautiful to see you have the hijab on. So you had it all through the pageantry auditions and everything. No inhibition.
No.
Nothing like take it off. We don't do this. Oh, you're so privileged then.
Yeah.
What's your name?
I'm Zakia, and I'm contestant number 10. And my delegate code is 15.
Okay, Zaki, I'll come to you specially because of the hijab. I just took some interest. Hi.
Hi.
Your name?
My name is Emanuela. My code is 8, and I'm delegate number 10.
Oh, all right. So, last but definitely not least, tell me.
Hi, I'm Vivian Gomado. I'm delegate number 8 on the grand finale, and my code is 28.
Okay. Yes, so I was asking earlier ladies about how it feels to be part of the 20th anniversary. I know that you're going to sing the same chorus, so I'm not going to ask you that. Now, let's talk about Saturday. Now, what's going to be spectacular for you? Let's start with you, Ms. Gomado.
Yes, so on Saturday, they should expect nothing but the best from me. It's the homecoming. We are going to be working with the past queens. It's going to be a night of celebration, glitz and glamour. So they should expect the very best from us.
Very best. You didn't say what the very best will be, but we hope that it's a surprise that we're supposed to look forward to. Hi, Beauty. Hi. You look like Anita Ekufu. Has anybody said that to you?
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yeah, you get that a lot. Yeah, you do look like her. And you know that she was part of Miss Malaika before.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so tell me about your Saturday. We are coming to see you. Why should I pay, to come and see you? Why should I even vote for you?
Okay, so Saturday is going to be very exciting. I'm not going to spill all the tea, but you need to show up. A lot of big artists are going to be there, so you should show up. I'm going to be performing as well, and I hope that I wow.
Like you said you're going to perform. I thought maybe like you're a musician who is going to take the microphone, or you're talking about your talents that you're exhibiting.
Hopefully, I get to display my talent. It's not certain yet.
Okay, hopefully we get to see that as well. Hi, madam.
Hi. So on Saturday night, I'm also going to give out my best, and when I say my best, I mean the best. So you all I want all of you to come there and then experience it.
Okay, we're definitely going to be coming. Did I give you the opportunity already? So get that before I go to Zakia.
So I'm being positive, and I hope everybody goes live to see me because I'll be going all out. So I expect everybody to be happy to be there to see me.
Definitely, everybody. Zakia, take the chance to tell us.
Okay, so on Saturday, y'all should come and watch
me. Y'all should come.
Yeah, because it's crunch time, and everyone should come. Expect nothing but the best, because I want to be the next hijabi queen.
Yeah. How difficult was it or easy for you to convince your parents, with this hijab? And how sure were you that Miss Malaika won't say, no, we don't do the hijab here?
Okay, so it wasn't really difficult to convince my parents, because there are Muslims who have participated already. That was in 2019 and in 2021, and they were all princesses of Malaika. So when I told them, they were like, oh, fine. Since they weren't exposing and they kept their hijab on throughout, they were like, okay, fine. Then I can also participate.
Oh, wow.
And look at how far I've come.
We look forward to seeing what happens on Saturday. So the question is, you guys are blabbing about how you want to be with the queens, and they've done tremendously well over the period, 20 years. All the queens that we had in the past. How are you going to make sure that you also will be able to fit into that story or even do more than they have done? Everybody shying away. You want to meet the queens. You want to chill with the queens, but you don't know how you're going to, be able to fit in their shoes or do exceeding more, not to who much is given, much is expected. This is the 20th edition. You're the 20th queen. So definitely, tell me. Nobody. Should I call names? I should call names. Go ahead.
So I believe everybody is different in their own ways. So you should just be yourself. But then whilst being yourself, you should make sure that you give out your best. And you should make sure that your speech and your presentation should be very, very clear so that you'll be crowned the queen.
What? I don't know nobody else want to respond to that question. Is anybody else? You want to? Oh. Okay, so go to it. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yes, so I'd like to say the project I would like to embark on, or you'd like to embark on, should be something that would really help the society. Yeah, something that will really help the society. And also the exposure that Miss Malaika gives you, you have to use it very wisely. Yes.
So at this point, you guys don't know the projects you're embarking on yet?
Yeah. We do.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
So you have individual projects.
Yes.
So when you win, then you embark on them. Okay, so let's look forward to see it. Now it's time for us to appeal for votes, which is very, very important. So I start with you. You want to tell them how they can vote for you before Saturday? And I hear even on Saturday, you need the votes. Okay, so let's go ahead.
So I'm Vivian Gomado once again, delegate number 28. Just dial *711 *80#. Enter the code 28. You can vote as many times as you want. Come support me, and I promise not to disappoint you. I'm bringing my A game on, so please do well to vote for me. Thank you.
All right, that's for Miss Gomado. Who else is telling us how to vote? There, you have the microphone.
So please dial *711 *80#. My code is 20. Vote as many times as you want, and I promise to make you proud.
Promise to make us proud. Madam, you have the microphone now.
So dial *711 *80#. The code is number 9, and keep voting for me as many times as you want. And I promise to make you happy, and I promise to give my best on that day.
Okay, Zakia.
So Malaika has been an impactful interaction and a life-changing experience. So I really want to win this crown to have a big experience with it. So I want you all to vote for me by dialing *711 *80#. My code remains 15, and the name is Zakia, for me to be the next hijabi queen.
Yeah. Now you.
Okay, so Malaika has been a very great platform. We've gone through several training. You would never think that a show that's meant for beauty would actually ask us to do something like a big pitch. So right now I can go into a business room or anything and actually be able to talk about what I want to talk about with boldness and confidence. I'm Emanuela Pia. My code is 8 and my delegate number is 10. Please dial *711 *80#. The code remains 8 and confirm that is Emanuela.
Confirm that is Emanuela. Now I'm going to give you guys just a round each, or a sentence each for everybody. What does winning this mean to you?
Winning this means authenticity. Winning this means life and grace, and I just hope I win.
Okay, now you.
Winning this will be a life-changing experience for me. It will give me exposure. It will give me the confidence I need. So this will just be a life-changing experience.
Life-changing. You.
Winning this for me would be a life-changing experience, just like her. And I believe that winning this would make me go out there. I'm not really out there, so I believe winning this will help me get the exposure to go out there and be confident more in myself.
Zakia, before we go to her, what does winning Miss Malaika 20 mean?
So I know everyone is saying it's going to be a life-changing experience, and it's indeed going to be a life-changing experience, because that's what Malaika bring out all the ladies to come out to be who they are. So that's what winning this will mean to me.
Okay, you.
I don't want to repeat. It's going to be
a life-changing experience.
But honestly, that is what it's going to be. Because winning this is a step to greatness. So it's going to be a life-changing experience for me.
You've heard it from the ladies. It's definitely a life-changing experience they want to have come Saturday. You want to vote for them to give them that opportunity, the exposure, to do their projects and to impact life. You want to give them that opportunity. They've given you their codes, all 10 of them. You want to vote for them from now till Saturday when we crown the queen. And you want to get the ticket also and be at the Grand Arena where it's all happening. Is the Emerald edition of Miss Malaika and And definitely, I know Adina, Kelvin Boy, Last Maid, and of course, Kitty will be performing on the night. So girls, remember to have fun while at it, because it's just a night and there's more life ahead of you after Miss Malaika. Let's ask the gentlemen in studio who have been admiring you ladies since you got here what they think and if they are going to be voting. So let's speak to Jay Foley and Cyril. Gentlemen,
we are here.
So you have been admiring them. So tell us, they are hoping to know who you're crushing on and who you're voting on.
This one.
Which one is this one?
This one.
This one is who?
This one.
This one is who?
That one.
He doesn't want trouble.
He doesn't want to spoil his chance. But why they put somebody on the screen? Is that the one you're talking about?
Hey, production.
Yeah,
I think that was production's personal choice.
Because I was going to ask.
I'm colorblind.
You're colorblind at this point.
I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't have no idea.
We wish everybody the best. Yes. I mean,
I know.
A life-changing experience, right? So we are looking for it to change.
We're talking about Malaika is a very powerful brand. You know, it's hosted the likes of Bella Mundi, Gwen, Caroline.
How did I forget Caroline?
Yes, all these are ladies. Squad. You know, take squad. Yeah,
it's a solid brand. I mean,
very.
It's run its course and it's still strong. So it's good to see.
Cyril and I were there.
Yeah. We've been there.
You could also contested in Miss Malaika.
We don't go and contest. We are there as emotional support systems. From the industry.
From the industry,
yeah. You know, it's a very emotional time. The ladies said it. The whole ecosystem is not just about the runway and the beauty queens. It's about the whole ecosystem. And we are the foundation. He's one pillar, I'm one pillar.
You build the story building, also build the house, you know.
Exactly.
We'll see you on Saturday. Guys, over to you.
Well, I know sports is next, but I'm just thinking that we should cancel sports today and just keep this segment running for a while.
Yeah, I thought you let us talk about the pretty ladies crowd. Like
I'm disappointed.
Yeah. I don't know why you did
this rush thing. That's
sports.
But guess,
let's go to the sports.
Sports is up next.
Number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Everybody in the building, let's go!
Obede, number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Baby, that's your beautiful body, be all for me.
Send me palm, measure condom. I better roll.
Hi, hello. This is your boy Chris Water from R2BZ AMG Business CEO. This is me, this is you, and this is the culture. What a time to be alive, AMG Business.
You're too much, are you okay? Girl, your body too bad, but you think it. You light up my day. I want you to tell me my love is you love, baby. She know when the Gucci bag or the Fendi. Yeah, she give me butterfly.
Hey, my people, what's good? It's your boy Magix. This is me, this is you, this is Culture. Big congratulations to 3 Music TV for launching Yesurski. Love.
Your love is crazy, girl, your love is crazy. You amaze me, girl, you amaze me. Yeah, I did back to this. No killing somebody. Say you go. If I spray you this, my money. I did back to this.
Hi guys, this is Bayani. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. You can scan your TV to watch my music videos on Play Music TV. Yes.
If you say my life life no good, I dey like I'm so. Charlie, mind your business. So if you say
Hi people, what's good? It's Dope Nation in the building. I'm Charlie. Yeah man, this is me. This is you. And this is the culture. Yeah man. Yes, sir. So you know what? Just rescan your TVs to watch our music video on Free Music TV. It's Dope Nation.
Can you know where we from? Can you know where we from? Yeah. Negative energy stay away. We know the thief only hustle for bread. What are they doing?
I don't think I'll ever love nobody but you, oh baby.
What's up, my people? This is Boy Spice, and this is me. This is you. This is the culture. So scan your TV to keep watching my music videos on 3TV. God bless. Love you all.
Like the stars light up the sky when there's darkness in the.
Make somebody call me Diana. Diana. Oh.
What's up, my people? It's your boy, Mr. Drew. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. Rescan your TVs to watch my music videos on Free Music TV now. Let's go. Silly.
Welcome back, good people. You're still tuned into Culture Daily. It's your boy C-Real, and this is Sports Direct. Now, today is Women Crush Wednesday, and we're going in to another crush of mine, the one and only Riri. Yes, baby girl is back in the game, and she's coming back in big style, performing at the Super Bowl 2023 in February. Now, we caught up with some information about her whole plan for preparing towards the grand performance. It's been about 6 years since she took a big stage, since she released new music and entertained us as a musician. Now, we all know her hooking up with ASAP and having a kid and now being a mom and all that. She says she wants to come back in grand style and make sure that her performance is a statement to the brand Rihanna and what we are to expect in the future. Now, there's speculations about her working on her album and all that, but that's really beside the point. Let's get to the video now where she speaks on the upcoming performance and her own expectations for this grand moment in the return of Rihanna.
Now, Super Bowl is coming up, and I'm not like anybody else. I don't want you to share that 12 minutes. I want you to be selfish and do it by yourself. Could you do that?
12 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I tour for 2 hours at a time.
No, I mean, like, would you
12 minutes. You can absolutely do that by yourself. But it's one of those things where you can decorate it however you want. So whether I choose to do it for myself or whether I choose to bring some of my peers on, I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Yeah.
It's going to be great either way.
Now let's talk about Volume 4, honey, because I heard you're coming for She by Sheree and you're going into sport. I heard you're going into sport. What's up? What is up? How you going to come and disrupt She by Sheree?
Oh my gosh, She by Sheree. I love Sheree. Don't play.
That's my girl.
Okay, good. Sport is one of those things where, I mean, everything's a sport nowadays, you know? Where you see women wearing athleisure or athletic wear, it's usually just everyday life. Going to the coffee shop, going to the grocery store, going to walk their dog, running errands.
Yeah.
Everything is a sport. When I was pregnant, that was a sport.
Is that that was your jam?
My life, leggings. It's one of those things. So I mean, Savage, we just applied like our sexy details to the technical fabric.
Right there, you see why the billionaire conversation hovers around Rihanna, because she's not just connecting her music performing brand to the sports world. She's also thinking about apparel like stretchers, leg warmers, and a whole lot of other things that women need to be active in sportswear. So that's it from Rihanna. We're definitely looking forward to that February 2023 performance, and we'll be bringing you all the updates henceforth on that. Now, moving on to a topic that most of us have at heart and are still quite sensitive about. We're talking about some weird or some crazy moments in World Cup history. And I'm going to be listing a few down. Some will remember, some we have to go back in time to cast our minds and recollect. But the first one that we're going to be talking about is just recently, a little over a decade ago in 2010, when Uruguay and Ghana Black Stars faced off, and the man Luis Suarez defined our fate in that critical match that would have seen us progress to the last but one stages of the 2010 World Cup. Now, the follow-up on that handball was the penalty that Asamoah Gyan is still carrying on his head as we speak today. Now, as those of you watching the screen, you can see it there. Good gracious, what a shot. I think the bar is still dented from that shot. Unfortunately, Asamoah Gyan missed it. Now, we don't know what to think about the whole World Cup that we are going to because we've been heartbroken on matters like this. Suarez was a hero for Uruguay, even though FIFA fined him and he got a red card for the rest of the tournament in regard to that incident. But this has been something that has scarred the Black Stars and Ghanaian fans. I remember I myself shed a tear because the euphoria and the disappointment was just overwhelming. So that's the first one on our list. Now, moving on, we have the reverse free kick of 1974 when Brazil and Zaire faced off, and the Zairean players decided to do something crazy in protest because apparently Mobutu decided not to pay the players their bonus for featuring in the World Cup and coming up to a point where they were even facing Brazil. So this happened on the stage. He took the card for destroying that free kick moment, and later on to the press he revealed that it was a collective decision from the entire team in protest to the fact that they were not going to be receiving their bonuses. Now, these things happen, and it seems it happens only with African teams, where you have a great lineup, go to the World Cup, and then for some monetary issue here and there, there's either a lack of payment or some misconception or misunderstanding that causes the players to give up midway in a grand tournament like the World Cup. We're looking forward to Qatar 2022. Lots of African teams on there, and we are hoping not to have a repeat of any sort of money-related issues and scandals. Now, moving on to one of the greatest players, arguably, on the planet. A man who has been riddled with scandal as much as he has been riddled with success. I'm talking about Diego Maradona and his 1986 moment that defined his brand. The wonderful hand of God, where he jumped there and seemingly headed the ball in against England. But later, a closer view revealed that indeed the man did jump and score with his hand. That goal went down in history with the label, the hand of God, where we can see in the video he actually jumping up in the 18 box and pretending to head the ball by using his left hand to nudge it past the goalkeeper for what became the first goal against England. Of course, he went on to score a second goal in that match where he actually displaced 5 defenders, including the goalkeeper, to lock it in for Argentina 2-0 against England. There you have it again for the last moment, the hand of God by Diego Maradona. Now, moving in from there, we have the humiliation of 2014. Now, I bow my head in shame because I'm a Brazil fan. I'm a Black Star fan, but I'm a Brazil fan as well. And the humiliation of 2014 against Germany is something that will forever sting for Brazilian football fans. Now, Brazil met up with Germany, and the expectation was that Brazil was going to whoop Germany. And then things started derailing for Germany. The thing went sideways, upside down, inside out. You can see there it was goal after goal after goal after goal. Now, this is a moment that we all watch on YouTube, we all watch on other platforms, and we don't really know what went wrong because some of the goals were not even things you'd expect to see at that level. The player morale was down, performance was low. Even though Brazil set the tone and started off with the first goal, the ultimate outcome was not the best for them. Now, moving on to my next story, we have the headbutting incident that the man Zinedine Zidane has become famous for. With the shiny forehead and the baldness, he weaponized it. What was supposed to be his last match became a moment where he was caught up in scandal at a very, 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 very unfortunate time. Now, this is something that we don't understand what happened. There was a verbal altercation between Zidane and another player, and I think he tried to find some solution right there by introducing his forehead to the player's chest. That didn't go well. Player lunged to the ground, was rushed off. Zidane got the card, and that was the final scar or stain on his otherwise illustrious campaign as a football legend. Now you can see here, he turns to face him and bow to the chest. Now, the main issue here is not just the fact that it was his last match. It was also a critical match for his whole nation. And to scar the viewers, the fans with this and ruin his reputation to a point was something that people were very, 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 very anxious about. But fortunately for Zidane, he redeemed his image, went ahead to coach, and is still regarded as one of the best to have ever done it. Now, I definitely want to go back to the main studio, to Miss G and Jay Foley, to have a discussion on Rihanna, because the lady moves different. She started out with music, she decided to take a break, set up a family, she was still doing cosmetics and fashion, became a billionaire. She's back now, she's trying to bring all that together, and there's no bigger platform, maybe apart from the Football World Cup, than the Super Bowl to come back in grand style. I want to know what Jay and Miss G think about this and what they are expecting when we hear from Rihanna in February 2023 and moving onward. Jay, Miss G.
Well, I think that she's prepping real hard for, that performance next year. I can imagine she's just doing a lot of, gym work, just trying to get herself fit and back in shape, because such performances need a lot of energy. And that's when I'm wondering how she should be juggling that with, being mother as well. It'll be an experience for Rihanna, from now till February. And the eyes of the world will be on her, as she hasn't been seen in the public eye performing in many years. So the expectations are going to be like,
expectations are through the roof. But one
yes.
thing that I know is that, Miss G will testify, women are strong. Let's not underestimate women, because the tennis player, Serena did have a child and went back to win the championship, right?
Yes.
And that's tennis.
Yes.
And tennis is not about singing on a stage. Tennis is physical, it's exertive. And for her to do that, that means that women are not as fragile as we think. So exactly. I think Rihanna, being somebody who's already a performer, who's already an artist, she knows the regimen she has to follow. And we're looking forward to maybe having one of the most defining Super Bowl performances. So definitely something to look out for. Who knows, February we might be there to watch it live.
Hallelujah.
But sincerely, nobody can tell me, Cyril, that you're not a super fan of Rihanna.
Girl.
Whilst me, I am here looking at the men who are playing soccer and crashing on some of them. You are talking about Rihanna.
Charlie, I cannot do Rihanna. See, if Rihanna comes to the set, I'll leave all of you now.
So now nobody should complain when Lenny leaves you guys to go to the other guys
Lenny,
who come to
I'd like to tell you that Lenny is not going anywhere.
Remember, Sarkodie is here tomorrow. For all you know, she would prefer to sit on the lap of Sarkodie when he comes.
For this house, I don't think so. But guys, that's all from me. Let me sign out of Sport Direct. I'll be back tomorrow, definitely, to bring more sports, lifestyle, and entertainment news around the sporting characters and the sporting celebrities we love. Let me throw it back to Jay and Miss G in the main studio. Let's take the show.
Well, thank you very much. Already time for our spend. Coming up next, Lenny takes us into trending live as well. Then we can get into the studio with a big conversation this morning. We are talking food. I said you are talking. We are talking food this morning. Well, you'll be very, very glued to this one. Trust me, you love it. Anyway, before that, all the food talk, let's talk to Lenny first.
Number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice me now, next team. I don't pay my sorry, me to me, Gaza, but baby, that's it.
Hi, I'm Peter. You can call me Famir or you can call me Abrantier. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Please rescan your TV to watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. Blessings from the Most High. Trust, I pick it.
What's up, my people? This is Boy Spice, and this is me, this is you, this is the culture. So scan your TV to keep watching my music videos on 3TV. God bless. Love you all.
Like the stars light up the sky when there's darkness in the
Yo, what's up, Ghana? My name is Twakane. And Mukajo, we are MBT from East Africa. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. So make sure you scan your TV to watch our music videos on Free Music TV. Peace out.
Sweet white wine, 'cause there's no Hennessy. I'm just running. Even though the country don't tie.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ladi Poe, the leader of the revival. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Big ups to Free Music on the launch of their new station. Did you knew that? Love.
Head, but forget my nigga. Crown don't bend from the stress, my nigga. It's getting hard to suppress my liquor.
Carolina, I been to follow you for Adina. Will you be my lover? Will you be my lover?
Yo, what's good, guys? I'm Larusso. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Please scan your TV to watch my music videos right here on 3 Music TV.
When you see me, you they shine like that. Why they do like that? Your friends just they like.
What's up, my people? This is Boy Spice, and this is me, this is you, this is the culture. So scan your TV to keep watching my music videos on 3TV. God bless. Love you all.
Like the stars light up the sky when there's darkness in the
Problem in all the feelings. We can try to enjoy. But I in all the feelings. We can try to enjoy.
What's good, Ghana? This is Wonder Banton, the original vibe machine. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. We scan your TV to watch my videos on 3 Music TV. The original say so. Boom, bam.
I've been dripping on you. Make I show them who the real is.
Yo, what's up, y'all beautiful people? This your boy, Kofi Jamal. This is me, this is you, and this is the culture. Scan your TV today and watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. We out here. Keep it locked.
I'm a doing bad, you see my family, push my journey. Money on my doing bad, push your journey, push my journey. I'm a doing bad, you see my family.
Yo, what up, Ghana? What's good? It's your boy YC on my Laji #1. Ain't nobody better than. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. We scan your TV right now to watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. Don't touch it.
But you said it's up to you and you, baby, no one. Yo, what's up, Ghana? My name is Twakane. And Mukajo, we are MBT from East Africa. This is me. This is you. This is the culture. So make sure you scan your TV to watch our music videos on Free Music TV. Peace out.
Sweet white wine, 'cause there's no Hennessy. I'm just running. Even though the country don't tie.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ladi Poe, the leader of the revival. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. Big ups to 3 Music on the launch of their new station. Did you knew that? Love.
Head, but forget my nigga. Crown don't bend from the stress, my nigga. It's getting hard to suppress my liquor.
Welcome back, good morning, and a happy Wednesday. Now, let me just touch on what Miss G said to the guys. Please, guys, I'm reiterating, if any other gentleman comes in here, don't fuss about me getting close to them. Okay? All right, moving on to my first story, I'm going to be talking about Hushpuppi. Now, Hushpuppi has been given 11 years sentence. Now, he's going to be in jail for 11 years. When I saw it, I was thinking, is that enough time or is too much time considering, you know, the crime that he committed and also the series of crimes that have been leveled against him. But yes, he has 11 whole years. I'm going to be reading this that says, this is from Instablog Niger. So 11 years equals 135 months in jail. Now, he's also been ordered to pay 1.7 million restitution, and this is crazy. How is he going to make that money, though, or get that money back? But yeah, United States District Court for the Central District of California has finally sentenced him. Now, Hushpuppi, his real name is Ramon Abbas Oluronwa, and he was arrested, you know, several months ago. Hushpuppi was big on social. I mean, if you go on Hushpuppi's Instagram, there is no way you're not going to be pressured. And he didn't even, you know, hide that or make it you know, conceal it, let me put it that way, that he was actually engaged in fraudulent activities, because then the question always arose of how he was able to make that much money. And the day he was arrested, there was a video done. If you missed that video, well, it's rather unfortunate, but there was a video done of his arrest, and that video broke the internet, and then also several allegations also leveled against him. He was arrested in June 2020. It's taken about 2 years for him to be sentenced. So now a friend of his had a video of him while in prison. Let's watch this. I think Hushpuppi has some humor to him, because someone will say you're in jail and then look how cool he's feeling.
I don't want to piss the judge off at all. Why you?
Now, Hushpuppi apologized for his crimes to the judge, Otis D. Wright, in a handwritten note saying he would use his personal funds to pay back his victims. He also said that he had only made $300,000 from the crime that he is being tried for. But yes, several comments coming in, which I'm going to read. The Vibes Angel says, now this in friend go put on for trouble now. Why posting online? And Delight says, not everything is meant for social media. You just need to stay on the low key. I guess it's an old video though. And then Nwachukwu says, this guy na cruise, even inside jail, looking at his face, you can tell he believes he will come out stronger and that will carry him through. I wish him well. Well, what do you think? I just honestly think that he's a really laid back person. He's enjoyed life to an extent, right? And I'm sure he's thinking, oh, 11 years is going to come really, really soon. You know how they say that 1 year in prison is not exactly 1 year. I think it's about 9 months. And so, yes, that's, you know, cuts down the duration of time by 33 months. And so, yes, let's see how that goes. If there are any more updates from Hushpuppi, definitely we are going to bring it to you. Now, moving on to something that makes me happy and warms my heart. Yemi Alade sold the Olympia Hall in Paris, and listen, with all the lights, all the people, you know, I so love this thing that the artists do where they have people raise their lighters up, because that is also a way that you know the number of people that were present at the venue. Let's watch this.
Anywhere you go, nowhere be like Africa.
Where did you guys catch me dancing? Well, I was enjoying that. I'm going to look for the full performance. I've just seen snippets of this performance. I'm going to watch the full thing. I love me some Yemi Alade. I think she's very in touch with her African self, and she stays true to herself. She's done that throughout her career, and so she having to sell out this venue, it is such a big deal. Now, some Nigerian celebs have taken to socials to also, applaud her. Now, Kara Bello says, yem with a star emoji. And then Ketchy Official says, wish I was there. So lovely, truly lovely. Tay Aliyu says, superstar with some fire emojis. Kani Mike says, this young woman have been doing a lot in the music industry. Take your flowers. Definitely. DJ Freezy says, world class Mama Africa. Now, I believe in giving people their flowers and applauding them while they are alive. So yes, this is a good one. Now, on to some funny story. I did mention that the Kumi Preko Reloaded demonstration happened over the weekend. On Monday, we looked at, some of the videos from there. Now, this is a rather hilarious video from CTTV, okay? This is a man that was asked a question. You know how, like I mentioned, people are unable to, put their thoughts across as to why they are actually present. Listen to this man. This video was posted by Amayal TV. Let's go listen.
To resign and step down from office and hand over the nation to the vice president to rule.
For you, what really would you want to see done? Because a lot of people are calling for his resignation.
I am also calling for his resignation. I'm calling for his step down. For him to resign and step down from office and hand over the nation to the vice president to rule.
For you, what really would you want to see done? Because a lot of people are calling for his resignation.
I am also calling for his resignation. I'm calling for his step down. For him to resign and step down from office.
It's the struggle for me. It's the struggle for me. I'm calling for his Oh my goodness. Now, is resignation a mouthful? I didn't think so. But anyway, maybe he had his thoughts running and, all over the place, so he couldn't actually bring himself to pronouncing that word. But anyway, he actually found, a better phrase to replace that, and he opted for step down. This is funny. It's got people actually laughing. Now, someone said, Bosco Peter. Hey, see, these handles sometimes are a mouthful. He says, Brofuyeju is my hometown. And then someone says, hey, the who? And Sa Osei says, caption of the year. That's in reference to Amayal's caption. DJ Nana says, it was good he came off the highway. Step down is equally good, which I did mention. Shang Song says, Uncle nearly bit his tongue. That's funny. Now, Versatile Fashionista says, why are you all laughing? It's not his first language. Now, that's also another angle that people can look at and say English is not our first language. But I think people just hide under that and, make excuses for some mistakes. We are not perfect. Sometimes we do fumble. And so, yeah, when it happens, it happens. You just pick up from where you left off. From where we are leaving off now and where we are heading to the big conversation up next. Coming up, let's go. I'm excited about today's conversation, so let's do this. Jay and G are up in the studios here with me and some food bloggers. Enjoy.
This tune is made by Cupid. Let's be young, see what's up, I could like spend my lifetime with somebody like you. It be treasure I have found in somebody like you, yo. My baby, your love I dey carry for my heart. My baby, the feeling they be me like me get it off my chest. Not only you come correct, I no one get regret. So baby, don't forget tattoo my name on top your chest. Not only you come correct, I no one get regret. So baby, don't forget. Oh mama, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Tell papa, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Baby, don't delay. Take my hand, oh, can you go away? It's for life, oh. If I tell you, say I love you. Take my hand, oh, can you go away? It's for life, oh. If I tell you, say I love you.
Incredible mix.
Oh my God, it's confirmed.
Ever since you left, bad man can't. Ever since you left, bad man can't keep back. Boom, boom. Ever since you left, I haven't been the same. I know we keep anything in my brain. They're calling me a fool, they're telling me a disgrace. And it's for your sake, oh. My mental, they break down. Can't take the pain out. And every day I'm praying that you come. Every day I'm looking all around. Can't be the end now. Cause I go end up losing my life. Yeah, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. And I'll be waiting. Oh, oh, oh. I'll be waiting. Oh,
What's a man without a wife? You see my pain, you know the mind. Telling me Adina, you figure kid away been the knock me. Right. I call your telephone, nobody for the answer. Looking like a cat, you know, say I be rockstar. This thing to get into my brain. This thing to make me go insane. Oh boy, I'm not myself. Why the feet take me to heaven? Why you feel to touch my body? Why you feel to call me baby?
only you, only you, only you.
I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. I'll be
All right, so welcome back, and that's So guess what? Well, just been a post from a couple of hours ago, a post from Sarkodie, talking about his collaboration with Sina Soul of the Jams album. But we'll give you more details on that tomorrow, because Sarkodie will be joining us live on the show to sort of unveil, enjoy, experience, listen to his brand new album that is coming out, titled the Jams album. But anyway, with that out of the way, now this morning, yes, we are going to be talking about food. But before we talk about food, we need to talk about healthy teeth, right? Well, we are honored to have Mr. Osei Kwame, who is a sales and marketing manager for Samara Company Limited, and they distribute Kel's toothpaste right here in Ghana. He's our guest this morning, and he's here for a reason. It's worth celebrating. But let me first welcome him to join us and join the Culture Squad. Good morning, sir. Yes. Sorry. Let me just get the microphones on there. Yes. Now we can hear you loud and clear.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
Thank you so much, Jay. A year old, a year and a couple of months. It was a year on 12th of July. Okay. And it's doing extremely well, like you said. A lot of hard work has gone into it. Mm-hmm. I dedicate this to our executive chairman, Professor Samson Ifapreku, the entire management and staff of Samara, and then our customers who made this thing happen. Without them, we couldn't have gotten here. Thank you so much. So we are happy about this achievement.
I mean, this the market is already very cluttered, and people are Ghanaians naturally are always stuck to certain preferences. Exactly. It's hard to change, their mindset. But for you and for the company, how I don't want to say easy, but how difficult or easy was it, to penetrate, to hit the right consumer and reach the point where you would get this recognition?
Yeah. Okay. So thank you. But I'll say it wasn't so easy. A lot of hard work has gone into this for us to get this far. We did a lot of research. We didn't just come up with a product. We spent several years indoors before we were able to bring the product out. We realized there was keen competition out there. Competitors were doing similar things like we were doing. But one thing about Samara is quality is our hallmark. We don't compromise on quality. So we make sure that whatever we are bringing on board, regardless of pricing, people would go in for. Because once you try it, then you are stuck to it. That is the secret. So you would have competitor brands like, I wouldn't mention it, but other charcoal toothpaste on the market. But once you use Kel charcoal toothpaste, I bet you are stuck to it. Yes. So that's the secret.
Okay.
And then we did extensive marketing as well, like you said. BTLs, ATLs, everywhere. And, we had our various target markets as well,
Let's talk about the products now. Kel toothpaste. Tell us about types and the key benefits.
Okay, so we have 3 variances for now. We have the Kel charcoal toothpaste, we have the Kel 360, and then the Kel kits.
Okay.
So let me start with the charcoal.
Okay.
The charcoal, as we all know, we
back in the days,
I
never understood how
and the
black
and stuff. You mix it up, and then you would
and it works. So
it works. Yeah, you will get the desired result. So we use technology, and then went into the archives and did all the research and all that, and then we came up with that. So it has a lot of benefits. It whitens your teeth, it reduces dental plaques, and then it gives you fresh breath. It has anti-cavity as well. That is for the charcoal. And then it comes with fresh mint, fresh bamboo mint. So it's that minty. If you want, once you get even hangover, and you brush it, like you use it to brush the next day, Jay, I'm telling you, you're sorted.
You're sorted.
You don't need to top up.
No lice soup, eh?
No lice soup. No lice soup.
That's a good one. Yeah, no lice soup needed.
Yeah. And then we also have the Kel 360. There are some people who would want their toothpaste to be regular. They wouldn't want it mixed up with anything. They would want a raw fluoride toothpaste. So the 360, it's an all-round protection toothpaste that also brightens your teeth, has anti-cavity, fresh breath, and then also reduces dental plaques. So that's the differences. But we also realize that it's very difficult for our kids these days to brush their teeth. I've got 3 at home.
It's a fight.
I tell you, in the morning before you get them ready for school, it's like it's a whole jungle war in the house. So we see one thing about Samara, we look for problems, then we find solutions to them. So we realized that what can make brushing of teeth very exciting for the kids? So then we added some flavor to it, strawberry. So it has that strawberry taste like yogurt, like a toffee or something. So when the kids want to brush their teeth, they don't find it very difficult to do so because they even rush for it.
Okay.
They would make the option of, Daddy, I want to brush my teeth and all that. Yes. So the kids love it, and then that is for kids from that ranges from 2 to 6 years.
Yeah.
Yes, 2 to 6 years. After 6 years, then you can even use the charcoal or the 360. Those kids are the very stubborn ones. Those also, you see, it also has anti-cavity. Gives them, protects their gum. You take a lot of candies these days, so it protects the gum, and then the fresh breath is guaranteed as well.
I think sometimes we take these things for granted, but it's very important to take note that these elements and these things are in there. It just comes back to help and to benefit. I wanted to ask, with Samara, do you produce or do you just distribute?
Okay, so what we do is we have a sister company in China and Turkey.
Okay.
Yes.
That produces.
Yes. So we have an office station there, who partners. They are partners. So they do production solely for us.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
For all our ranges, for our insecticide, our laundry.
Okay. Because I was coming to now to tell us a bit more about Samara.
Okay.
The company itself. Yes.
Yes. So the Samara, let me say, has been in existence for quite a while. I wouldn't want to bother our ears with the story of how it started and all that, but it started as a chemical shop by executive chairman Apreku Chemicals. Then it grew to become Samara Pharmacy.
Okay.
So from then it was under the laws of Ghana. It was incorporated to be a company in 2005, where we started trading. We moved from Samara Pharmacy to Samara Company Limited. Now we are into trading, let me say, in the distribution of laundry products. That is, we have a spray starch known as Feco spray starch.
Okay.
And then we also have insecticides. The number one insecticide, Sasso. Yes.
Sasso is
yes.
But for making ambassador.
So you see,
it's surprising. Like I used it, and I'm not saying because he's here. I used it, and it's so effective.
Yes, Sasso is very effective, and it's won numerous awards, and it's still winning awards. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, Sasso is our mother brand. So there's no wonder Kelly is doing so well.
You've been around. Dennis, I want to know, you did mention ATL and BTL activations. Now, in a year and a few months of its existence, which activation would you say properly broke you into the market?
I'll say the ATLs did. Because on every radio stations we were there. TV stations were there. We were partnering events, quite a number of events we have partnered. Let me say, in a nutshell, the ATLs did.
ATLs
yes.
did.
Regardless, we also didn't relent on BTLs. When you walk through town, when you drive through town, you see our lampposts, median islands, everywhere, across the country.
Okay, all right. So in wrapping us up real quickly, let's because it's not Sasso that won the award. It's
yeah. That was just by the way.
It's Kel that won the award. Where do we find Kel's toothpaste distribution channels, availability? You can touch on that. And any word, any advice you want to give on healthcare in terms of gum and teeth, dental healthcare.
Okay. So let me take it the first one.
Yes.
So we are located at Adjungano, or let's say East Legon. Just right behind Ghana Canada Medical Center. When you drive through the motorway, you can even see us.
I see you every time.
Yeah, you see, then pass by.
I see that place every time.
Yes, plot 144 Sasso Street. And then for access to our products, we run effective distribution system. So we have about 14 vans plowing the entire nation. We've divided our areas into clusters, or zones, let me say. So I have an area office in Tamale that takes care of the north. I also have an office in Kumasi that takes care of the Ashanti region. There's one in Takrady, there's one in Koforidua, and then we are here in Accra. So there are various vans that plow various zones at specific days. So we don't mind coming to your house to sell to you. Wow. We want our product on every shelf in every household. So bottom line is, regardless of where you are, you can call us. You can call us on 0246 86. Let me
just confirm the numbers before we end up calling
somebody else.
Yes.
Somebody else in there,
definitely that coming to
0246 864798.
Okay, so again.
0246 864 798.
Okay, all right.
But that is for bulk purchase, so that somebody doesn't call you and say, I want to buy one.
So once you call us and you tell us you want to buy one, I'll ask you for your location. So let's say I can tell you, let's say I am at Adjunga or maybe I'm at Ablinkwe. Oh, then go to the nearest shop. Well, we have data based of all the customers we deal with. Their contacts are with us.
Yes.
So we can just easily direct you to.
That's great.
We wouldn't also, in as much as that we want our products to be in every household, I wouldn't want to take the business from our customers' end. So if one person, like an individual, wants one to use at home, it is best we direct you to the nearest shop to go and buy.
Sure.
We gradually also penetrating the matter more, the modern trade. We are also now in Palace. We are working on the ShopRite and Melcom and the likes. Yes.
In your final words, I know you're not a doctor though, but why should I use Kel's toothpaste?
Yeah, you should use Kel, one, because of it's efficient. It will give you the desired. The reason why you are brushing your teeth is you want to have that fresh breath. You want to have your teeth clean. You want to protect your gum. So if you want all these benefits, then Kel is your option. You got no choice.
Have no choice. I like that. Thank you very much, Mr. Daniel Osekwame. Dennis, I beg your pardon. Dennis Osekwame, I beg your pardon. Still some marketing manager, Samara Company Limited. He's been our guest this morning on the show. And yes, guaranteed, we'll definitely pass by and pay you a visit.
Sure, please do.
All right, definitely. All right, so still to come
I'll
on
be
the
so
show.
glad to host the team.
Oh, yeah. We'll come. We'll pay a culture visit.
We don't take invitations lightly.
No,
we'll pull up. We'll go pull up.
I think we should.
We'll host you.
We'll
go host you.
We'll take a drive there.
Just let me know.
We'll be there.
We'll do that.
Sure, just let me know.
Thank you very much. Truly honored to be here. Now, let's move on. We also have a conversation on food. Now that we've brushed our teeth with Kel's toothpaste, we have a conversation on food. And you will love this. A quick break. We'll be right back.
Number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Everybody in the building, let's go!
Obede, number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Everybody in the building, let's go!
Obede, number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Problem in all the finish. We can try to enjoy. Bala in all the finish. We can try to enjoy.
What's good, Ghana? This is Wonder Banton, the original vibe machine. This is me, this is you, this is the culture. This kind of TV to watch my videos on Tree Music TV. The original say so. Boom, bam.
I've been tripping on you. Make I show them who the real is.
Yo, what's up, y'all beautiful people? This your boy, Kofi Jamal. This is me, this is you, and this is the culture. Scan your TV today and watch my music videos on 3 Music TV. We out here. Keep it locked.
Always with a swag like Pat. Go and get your money, then you fall right back. Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Suckers, are you ready? Everybody in the building, let's go!
Obede, number one, I'm the best MC from the ghetto. C9, cemetery, don't test me. No side, front line, or voice in now, next team.
Welcome back, and yes, tomorrow Saturday will be here, and that nostalgic feeling you'll get when you hear that song, the one produced by Fortune Day. The title again is Original. Is it original? Yeah, I think it's original. Yeah, it'll be a great conversation though tomorrow, but we're looking forward to that. But before that, we are hungry, so we're going to be talking about food blogging, yes. So, I am food. Guys, I'm throwing this to you. Somebody help me out because I'm very, very hungry. I'm very hungry.
What do you want to eat?
What do you want to eat? Is it the morning feeling or you are just hungry in general?
No, just talking about food and the fact that, we've moved this conversation, like Generation Z has moved this conversation from just tasting food to appreciating food.
Yeah, the whole experience.
Yes, and there are people in there who have been key to this, Cyril, let me allow you to do this introduction for me, please. Because he's been talking about you since yesterday. Like, he's been talking...
Which name do you want me to use?
Zubeida.
Okay.
Did they also nothing else?
If you're on social media and you've seen a handle Zubeida.x flying around on IG, especially pictures of food, videos, plush interiors, all the jamming in Accra, you're wondering, this girl, why? Well, it's not for shaggy reasons. Actually, one of the leading food international food bloggers. She's labeled herself as a foodie and a traveler. So she does two things.
International.
International. I know the international. We'll get into all of the international. She's an international foodie and traveler. And what she basically does is bring us culinary experiences and the whole makeup of the environment around them. From the green tables at the roadside. Is that Kataudi so?
Auntie Muni.
Auntie Muni. From Auntie Muni's community-style wache to the plush interiors of Accra's finest dining experiences, Kempinski, you name them. I'm not going to give free shout-outs to all the restaurants, but Zubeida has been there. And we are very, 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 very on it, especially Jay Foley, to have you here today because we like food. He mentioned that he likes food. I know Lenny. I know Lenny loves. Oh, we know. Let's not play. And Miss G, don't take it like she's there proper. Miss G likes food.
Like food. Let's stay on Lenny, who eats rice
for breakfast.
20 minutes.
Don't do that to me.
Don't do that to me. Where does the food go? That's the problem.
Lenny's metabolism is the part I'm jealous of. Because she can eat, but the body is still standard.
Hey.
Those of us that when we look at one chips, when we look at the chips,
One intro.
I like food more than you. When you were saying you like food, I was thinking in my head, hopefully.
You have no idea.
I'm doing food and I'm organizing dessert. Welcome to Culture Daily. Welcome to the Big Conversations, Beta.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hey, he said
thank you. My voice isn't very loud, so.
Hey, today you speak up. Otherwise.
So in summary, this is Eat, Blog, and Talk. And of course we know that it's a bad habit to eat and talk, but we're not talking that side of eating and talking, but we're talking about about food and appreciating it, and people who have decided to take this on as an art. But let me ask you, what pushed you into this space? You can't say because you just love food.
I was literally about to say that. That's my go-to, but let me see. Do you want the dramatic story? Or
the dramatic story.
We're all about the drama here. Hit us.
So I realized that the youth needed jobs, right? And no, I'm totally fucking with you. It's a thing I've always done, eating out. So after a while, I realized that online, it was one of those things that people used to complain about, not being able to budget when they're going out. I think it started from a Twitter thread. Somebody made a thread about how he went on a date and he ran out of money. So if there was a resource for that. Yeah. So when I started, it wasn't even with the food reviews. It was just with menus. I had a database for menus in Accra. Yeah. But then since people kept asking me, where is this? Whenever I post it, where is this? How much is it? And stuff. I was like, okay, maybe I could start with that as well. And eventually it became a whole thing. That's literally just it.
Okay.
So you just woke up one day?
Oh, no. See, I've been eating out from way before. For example, I feel like most people didn't know this, but On the Run started delivering first in Ghana. And this was in 2007 or so. So you see, it's something I've been doing for years, literally just eating out. Professional
eater. You and Lenny, best friends.
So, the perception about people who eat out that they don't know how to cook, that's why I keep asking. I
know how to cook.
You just love to eat out.
Yes.
So Yesterday I was actually having a fight with a friend of mine. She said that why do you guys always want to make sure a woman knows how to cook before she's reached your this thing for you? Like he's there. And I was like, well, it's part of
ticks off the box.
It's part of this thing now.
I don't understand. No, you know that some men believe
like
that
the cooking conversation is
if you're a woman, you need to know how to cook before
but if you
it takes off that box
who
for
wants
them.
to eat out all the time or mostly, how does he? I don't have to cook, but I want to eat out.
Exactly.
I don't have to cook, but I don't like cooking.
But when we go and
How
eat
about
out
that?
and we've had the main meal and everything, we come home for
come and
dessert.
eat.
You can't
Don't
give
worry,
us dessert.
You eat ice cream.
That's why I'm happy she said she can cook. You said what? No. Hey, sister.
Well, also let me bring into the conversation we're about to have Na Oyokote as well. Hello, Na. Are you live with us on our Zoom? If you can hear us.
Hi guys.
Oh yes, so a wave there can just I think let me just get my headsets on so we can hear you loud and clear. Again, hello, can you hear us?
Hi, can you guys see me?
Okay, all right, yeah, right there, spot on. Awesome. Welcome to the show this morning. Well, Zoops, I can say Zoops, right?
Hi, thank
Zoops
you.
has given us a background to how she got into the space as well, but maybe you might want to do same and tell us a bit more about your space.
Okay, so hi guys, my name is Na Oyokote, and thank you so much, guys. I wish I could be in the studio with you this morning, but I had to drop my daughter at school, so I couldn't make it. So I've been food blogging for about 10 years now, or probably more. And how I got into the space basically was very interesting. I realized that, when it comes to Ghanaian ingredients, there's so much that, we could do. But then I realized that we're very much very set on our traditional meals. So, if it's contemporary stew, that is it. There's nothing like beyond contemporary stew, or maybe doing a soup out of it. If it's garden eggs, that was it. So for me, I wanted to create like new recipes using our ingredients, but then in a different form. Okay, why can't we make a garden egg stew, but then we want to incorporate like carrots, want to incorporate like broccoli, just switch things up. So I really was very passionate about how I want to create new recipes using our Ghanaian ingredients. So I realized that a lot of people were like, oh wow, I didn't actually think of this. There was so much feedback from my readers on these kind of new recipes, and also sharing and telling our stories. I was also very passionate about documenting our food stories, because there was so much knowledge gap, not just within Ghana, but outside Ghana, when it comes to our traditional ingredients and spices. So I did a couple of videos on our spices, the spices you can find in our markets, and people were like, hey, I didn't know, this spice was called this, and I didn't know this spice could be cooked in this way, and it really started creating a buzz, and people started getting more interested in how we can incorporate certain spices in our meals, and I love food, not just, writing about it, but of course cooking it. And, it really drove me to document our spices, document our ingredients, and everything, that we have around food.
Okay.
And that's actually what has led me to open my own restaurant. So yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna come back to you with regards to some of these incredible combinations, if I can say, that you're doing and you've done, just to whet our appetites a bit. But let me just come back to Zeus on this. So, what has been this experience like, for you jumping into the space and talking meals? Is this specifically Ghanaian meals?
No.
Okay, so you blog about
Any place to eat in Ghana.
Any place to eat in Ghana. What has been the experience like? What have you learned on the job?
Well, I'm going to start by saying I've gotten fat.
Zero respect.
Okay,
Yes, I mean, I don't know what she's complaining about.
Now, did you say something? Sorry, did you say something? Okay, all right.
But then when I started, I realized most places went into proper ads. It's usually word of mouth. That's what most Ghanaians go with. But then over the years, I've seen an increase in people investing in their digital marketing, promotions and stuff. So
there's a market for everything. Let me say it like that, because when I started, it was a bit like, are you sure this could be a job? Because that's my full-time job. Yes.
Wow.
So people were
full-time job. Okay.
Pays very well.
Okay.
It does.
I'm not getting fat for nothing. But then I realized that there's a market for it.
Okay.
You see, it just took starting. Basically, yeah. People are open to ideas. Sometimes they just need you to pitch it to them.
So what do you do exactly when you... So I just want to understand. Break it down.
So it's two parts in the sense that some of them I do them for free.
Okay.
I'm just doing reviews. This one, the target is my audience, not the restaurants. So I'm showing you guys where to get stuff. For example, if you want the best fufu, I have a website, I have a page. You can go there to see where you can get it. You can see how much it is so you can budget properly. See, and like I said, the database of the menu, so when you're going out, you don't embarrass yourself, and they don't come and use you for a Twitter thread. And then there's the restaurants as well. I help them with their marketing. So I help them curate menus, find staff, things that I think will reach out to their audience, things that I think will get them business so they can, especially now, in the past 2 weeks, about 5 places have closed, you see. So those who are, let's say, on their last leg, for example, will come and be like, how do you think we can still stay in business? Because we need to get our stuff out there. We need more customers or else we're literally going to go under. So two parts.
You started on social, great, to a large extent on Twitter.
Instagram, actually.
Instagram. Yeah. Okay. All right. I found you on Twitter. That's where I kept seeing pictures of, the food and everything, right? Now, moving it from social on to real life, how would you say you've been able to, just create proper a sync, right? A synchronization between the people you are trying to reach and then the restaurant. And then what the feedback has been so far.
And you see, said offline. Well, basically, it's literally just me simplifying it, getting them customers. So my posts convert to sales for them, which converts like more revenue. So that's just how it goes. Because more people are joining social media, you see, and now word of mouth isn't enough. Like before, someone would say, okay, I get the best wachi from here. But now you want to actually go eat. You want to spend your money. They also need your money, so I'm sort of like a link between them.
Okay, I get it. Now I'm coming to you again in just a few minutes, but Zoops again, so... You literally go to the restaurants. Yeah, I want to break it down. You go to the restaurants. Before you became, a major brand for to play with some of these restaurants. You go there. You buy the food yourself. You tell them what the purpose is. You buy. You request. You go through the menu, and then yes, I shouldn't be saying it for you.
And then I pick what I want. Even now, I try to make it. I will not lie. Sometimes I'm invited, but then I try not to make it completely that because I don't want my reviews to be biased. There are times where someone will be like, oh, can I pay you for this? And I always tell them I have to taste it first. I have to be able to vouch for it because sometimes especially they are vicious. Yeah. So if I say go and eat this and it's not nice, they're coming for me.
Okay.
So it's, like I said, I have to keep it very neutral.
Your reputation also matters.
Like it's very necessary because if you try 4 things from something that I posted and you didn't like each of them, even if the 5th one I post is nice, you won't go.
Talking about taste, which is... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're going there.
Talking about taste, which is dependent on what...
Subjective.
Yeah, subjective.
Very subjective.
How do you tell this is good and this
How do you set the standard?
Yes.
Okay, so I start by saying what I like. First of all, I like a lot of pepper in food. So when I'm describing a meal, I try to be as objective as possible. There's a lot of pepper. There's a lot of sauce. There's this, like you see, just describing stuff. So if someone who likes pepper sees it, then they know, yes, I'm wearing my glasses. Then they know, okay, this meal has pepper inside. So like I'm saying, I'm not going to say this is just really nice. I'm going to break it down and tell you why I think it's nice.
Okay.
And I always ask for feedback. Always.
Okay. I want to know, I want to understand how you do it. So, for instance, let's say this is a restaurant. You walk in here and you're with your camera and everything already placed in front of you. Is that how it works? Oh, you have your phone, so placed in front of you. And the person serves you and you're giving a review. What if it's not nice? Do you do all the reviews in their presence so that they also can sometimes know that, oh, she's filming herself saying things about our food? What is she saying about our food? Have you ever, in that case, have you had an experience where you've reviewed the food that was nice?
Basically, they lock the door and say, today, madam,
we are going to be
you won't leave there till you say nice things about my food.
So the format of my post is usually reels, where I don't always show myself. I don't do a voiceover. It's just showing you. And then the written post. Now, the written post, I'll never do it while I'm there. But if I try to judge it. So let's say there are 3 good things and 1 bad thing. I'll write that. If it's something that all 4 things are bad, I won't even post it.
Yeah. Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. So I can't just continue. I can't make it all about ads that people have paid me for, because if it's not good, I have to give it back. And those are very awkward conversations to have, especially when the person's like way older and you have to say, this would be it.
I'm going to be asking.
So
Okay,
if you
sorry.
spend your money and it's not good, you're not even talking about
I
it.
won't even
and you're not
post
even
it.
giving them reviews also as well in the restaurant. They say, look, I this is what I do. I came to taste your food. It doesn't taste this way. That I'm doing you a favor by not telling people not to come, by telling them it's awful, but rather I'm giving you this review personally. Do you do that?
It depends. Sometimes I reach out to them. I don't tell them it's a professional thing, or I don't tell them it's an actual review. I just say I came.
Review.
And this was what happened. And honestly, people don't really take that advice. Yeah.
So people don't take advice. That
They
was
don't care. They don't.
So
they get very defensive.
Okay, so now are you on the line with us, please? Zeus has been talking about, she loving pepper and certain kinds of things in her food, and she reviews based on, her preferences. For you as well, let's talk about some of the interesting meals and combinations that you've done or you've explored, and it came out very well. For persons like Zeus to come in there and go like, this is the place to be.
Well, I think one of my very popular dishes, aside the fact that I make ramen, a lot of people associate me with my ramen nowadays. They call me a ramen chef. And
a ramen
I would
chef.
say my shepherd's pie. Yeah, it's a ramen chef. Believe it or not, a lot of people ask me, why are you making ramen? I mean, it's so good, but why are you making ramen? I get that question a lot of times.
I'm trying to understand, please. I'm old school. I'm old school. What is ramen chef? I'm told noodles.
So ramen is
noodles.
actually...
So she's a chef.
So, yes, it's actually a noodle dish.
Oh.
Yes, but it's a noodle dish in a broth. And then you top it with like chicken or pork or prawns. And then you have different vegetables on it. So I had to make an Afro-fusion version of it. So I tend to use like a lot of Ghanaian spices in making the broth. And then I source my pork from like Ghanaian pork farmers, and my chicken also from Ghanaian chicken poultry farmers as well. And I think I'm also well known for my shepherd's pie. So my shepherd's pie, I use sweet potatoes, local sweet potatoes to make my shepherd's pie, and then incorporate like broccoli, incorporate a bit of local vegetables in it, and spices as well. So it makes it very, very iconic. Yes.
Wow, that's like going very wild on some of these meals. Is it also on the basis of maybe the health benefits of each one, or is just a matter of taste and let's see what's going to come out of it?
I think for me the main thing is health. Because I believe that whatever you put into your body will have an effect on your physical outlook and how you feel. So for me, the most important thing is health. So making sure that my ingredients are always fresh. I'm always sourcing from very good suppliers, making sure that what I'm using, they are not defective or, out of shape or anything. So for me, health always comes first. And then flavor, and then presentation. So when I say flavor, of course, it's taste. I want somebody to eat my food and be like, oh my gosh, like, wow, like I must have this again. So I'm very, when it comes to taste, I always tell my assistants and anyone I work with that focus on the taste. Let the person experience your food and be like, oh my gosh, I have to try this again. Or I have to recommend to my friends.
Yes. Okay. Now we're going to try and fix your sound real quickly. We're just having some quick feedback there. But just hold on for us in there. But let me bring what she's saying back to Zeus in the studio. So, there are people who are going wild and crazy. This whole food talk even just excites me. There are people who are going wild and crazy with their ideas and stuff like that. I don't know about. I don't know. For me, I get this. When I see too many combinations, I get scared of tummy upsets and stuff like that. And for you, who's been talking food, who is taste first and tell, do you sometimes be afraid of what you're going to be eating and stuff like that?
I think I limit how adventurous I am with the food I eat. I'll eat duck, but I won't eat frog.
Okay. Have you tasted frog before?
No.
Never.
I wouldn't even try it.
Why? It's not handsome.
No.
It's not an attractive creature.
How about snake?
No, but I had eel.
Okay.
It's like snake's brother.
No.
So, what's the weirdest thing that you've tasted? I mean,
I would literally say eel.
Eel.
Mm-hmm. I had that at Rockefeller's.
Okay.
It's interesting.
What about dog?
Never.
Cat.
No.
Joseph and Mary.
I had rabbit though, if that counts.
Yeah.
Rabbit tastes really good.
I'm not eating these meals. Is it personal, or is you don't want to explore them? Because the job you do would demand that if you're talking, various kinds of meals, people would come to you, for advice and stuff like that.
No, it's just there's only so much I can do. You see, even the rabbits, it took a while. I think that was like sometime this year. Frog, really? Cats.
But I want to know who your target audience are. I'm looking at maybe for instance, yesterday we went scouting for Wache, but where we went to buy the Wache is not. Say again.
Did you get it?
Oh yeah, yesterday I needed to have said it earlier because I told them in the morning that Cyril was going to sponsor Wache, and he did. He did.
A man of his word. A man of his word.
I know, but I'm looking at what kind of audience are you targeting? Are they this is how I always refer to them, the peshepe people who always go to the restaurant, or you're looking at me who always like the roadside fufu that has everything, the man pounding and I see him sometimes sweating it and all of that. Are you that kind of person? Are these, which people are you targeting?
Honestly, I don't have one. I spread it across. For example, my last post was Wache. But my next post, I went to eat the most expensive steak in Ghana. Just 950 cedis.
Are you kidding me?
See, so the target market for that is...
Did you pay for that?
Hold up. How big is it?
It's cut into little bits, I suppose.
Oh my God.
900 and...
Served where?
So I try to...
Is that not the full lump?
No, don't do adverts for them, yeah.
You tell me of...
No, is that not the full lump? I mean...
Yeah, can you imagine?
950 cedis, I'll get a small goat.
I tell you, small goat.
And grill it comfortably.
See, I try to cater to everybody. So if you want cheap food... Well, they said budget. If you want budget food, you can get some on my page. If you want super fancy, you want fine dining and stuff, you can get that as well.
But how do you make your money? I can't imagine investing 950 cedis in one meal and, just to cater to a certain target. How do I get my money back?
That wasn't even the worst part. The drink was 180.
Hey, sister,
right?
Sister, so you're living it.
Is that just for
No, but how do you
content?
get the money back? Yeah, how do you get your money back?
Brands, basically. So mine is because I'm more active on Twitter than Instagram, even though I started with Instagram. So I've sort of built my brand there further than on Instagram. So brands approach me, can you post this for us or can you do this for us? And that's where the real money is. The restaurants will pay you, but how much can you possibly collect from them? You see.
When you say brands, are you talking about like ingredient brands or back end brands or like food brands?
No, because if you check my Twitter, you'll see I talk about everything. Yeah, I talk about literally everything on my account. So, and my page got verified, so I can charge
double.
More.
All right, yeah, she's a verified.
I'm not paying anything.
We'll pay. We have to.
She can verify for you. I mean, as she's been verified, she can, she can verify
so now I can
for you.
increase my prices. So.
Now that you talked money, let me just ask. Now, I think we fixed her mic now. Now, are you still there with us?
Hi.
Yes. So,
yes,
can you tell us how? What? The financial, the revenues and investments that, go into becoming a food blogger for you. Is it expensive?
Right.
Is it lucrative?
So the thing is, you have to start from somewhere if you want to go into food blogging. All right. And for me, initially, I had a Canon. So my very first Canon was a T3i. So that was a little investment I made into food blogging because I wanted my pictures to be good quality. Because when I started, there weren't many people creating content around food. So that was a little investment I made. And I continued for about 5 years before I actually started making some form of money with brands. So brands wanted me to like promote their content. So like maybe if it's like a kitchen appliance brand, whether it's Philips or it's Kenwood, whichever brand it was, they want you to use the appliance to create a recipe, and then based on your rates, then they will pay you. So quality really matters to most of these brands. They want to see quality photos or videos regarding the food that you're creating, whether it's for your blog, wherever you're going to share it. So you must have rates. You know, if you start small, then your rates, of course, because you're not going to have a very wide audience. So your audience is not going to be very, very large. So you have to manage the rates that you're also setting up. And also know the sort of content that you want to create. You know, so if it's, let's say you're creating a niche food blog for, let's say, vegans, or you're targeting only healthy recipes, or you're targeting a certain segment, you know, you must identify them and then stick to that niche, because that's what you're going to be known for. So that if you want to target certain brands, the brands know exactly what your content is. And brands who are also like in the FCMG, so the fast-moving consumer goods industry, when they see you, they know that, okay, this food blogger, she creates content around only keto recipes, or around only, low cholesterol or low sodium dishes. Maybe they target only a certain demographic. They know exactly what you do, and they know how to approach you. So know your niche, start small, and then set your rates. You know, so manage your rates. People get too excited with, I have 10,000 likes on this post, so maybe my rate should be 2,000 cedis. But how are you sure that those likes are going to translate into your audience actually purchasing from those brands?
For all you know, it could just be the beauty of the photo that was taken, not necessarily even, you know, taste or anything.
Exactly, you know, and most brands are also more interested in how the content you're creating is going to translate into sales for them. So I really think that as a food blogger, you have to really focus on the value you are creating, not only for your audience, but also for the brand, and build up that trust. Build up that trust with your audience, because once your audience trusts you, they know that, okay, now or Zoops has said that this product is good. So if I purchase it, it's actually going to provide the benefits that they said is going to provide for me. You have to build that trust. You know,
yes, you did mention
I know that
content quality.
Yeah, go ahead.
You did
Sorry.
mention content quality, right? I understand that we have, you know, different types of people. Some people may not start necessarily with a good device, be it a camera or a phone. Someone else will invest into that aspect of the business before actually starting the business. With you, how did you start, and then how were your transitions in devices, right, before getting to the point you are at now? I'm asking this for the sake of someone who would also want to start but doesn't know how to.
Okay, so for me, I started, like I said earlier, I started with the Canon T3i, so that's a beginner camera. You know, I had a full-time job when I started blogging. And so for me, that was like taking part of my salary and investing into that. You know, before I transitioned into getting a Canon 6D, so which is a higher quality camera, which could really do more things than my initial camera. So if you're out there, you know, for me, I think as a starter, you should get either a Samsung or an iPhone. And the iPhone for me right now, I would say from the 6S upwards would give you like really great images and video quality that you need for a blog. Because right now, more people are interested in quality. More people are interested in like photos that like will blow your mind and be like, oh wow, this person's blog or this person's content is really like he's really invested into this, and they'll stay tuned, they'll subscribe to your channel, or they'll follow you, whether on TikTok or Instagram, because of the amount of investments that you've made. So the thing is, even though you're starting small, just make sure that the value you're providing to your audience or to your whoever that you're attracted to, it's really high. So don't be so focused on, oh, this person has done something on Washi or Jollof, let me do the same thing. Identify maybe what people are really interested in looking at. So if it's creating the recipes for toddlers, maybe you should look at that and focus more on that. If you're looking at, oh, there's this gap that nobody is talking about, let me fill this gap, then start working on that, because that's what will really make you stand out. And you really want to be distinct when it comes to food blogging.
In being a ramen chef, in being a ramen chef, some years or months ago, there was this speculation that some particular brand of noodles isn't good for even children and adults, and then also eating noodles late in general also poses a health risk to you. Now, having to narrow down as a ramen chef, how have you been able to take out or just demystify, all of these things that go round about people, so that they are able to trust you enough and then accept whatever food it is that you are doing?
So for me, I actually use only the noodles. I use the noodles that I use, sweet noodles, is the only thing I use. So I don't use, so a lot of the ramen noodle packs come with like seasonings and all kinds of mixes. So for us, it's just using only noodles, and we make our own broth from scratch. So the broth aspect, or the soup base, is made from scratch, using our own spices, using our own herbs, so like parsley, like celery. It's all fresh. So we don't rely on seasoning packs or packets, because that is where most people are afraid of that. Oh, this seasoning, I don't even know what's inside. But with us, for example, focusing on the freshness and starting from scratch. So I'm using like fresh ginger, using fresh garlic, everything is fresh. So we don't rely on artificial spices or seasonings, which have preservatives like MSG, etc., or high salt content, so we avoid the use of all that. So that for me is really, really more important.
Okay, now you mentioned something earlier that has got me salivating. You said something about sweet potato and shepherd's pie, and my mind is gone. Like, I'm calling you after, so know that. And off that, I want to delve into your home cook, the home cook side of your brand, right? Because that's also a big thing, and I think that's also even probably a big earner. I want to understand more how it works, the kind of experiences you bring into homes and people's, the home menus and stuff like that.
So for me, being a home chef is more about communicating that my style of cooking is like how I cook at home. How we cook at home basically is, for me personally, like I don't use stock cubes to cook. So I'm not mentioning any brands, but I don't use stock cubes to cook at all. So we are cooking fresh, and we are cooking healthy meals. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm baking fish. I'm not deep frying fish. If you want deep fried, crispy fish, that's fine. So baking fish, when it's fresh, is healthier, and it's more flavorful when you're using like fresh herbs and spices. So for example, if you want baked grouper, for example, we are spicing it with like fresh ginger, basil, fennel seeds, etc. And when you taste that fish, it's like amazing. So home cooking for me is really crucial. And it's not just, I'm cooking because I want people to come and buy. No, but I want people to eat my food and be like, I actually feel good and I feel healthier, eating this woman's food. Food is so important. And what I put in my body is so important, because like I want to feel good. Like after I've eaten a meal, I don't want to be like, there's too much oil on this, or it's too much salt, or there's too much spices, etc. No, I want to have a good experience when I eat, and that's what I translate to my customers. So, for example, yesterday we made some chicken stir fry, and our customer was like, "Oh my gosh, this is too good," and they were just, so happy about their meals because we've incorporated vegetables, and we are not just eating. When it comes to vegetables, we are not just eating a salad, but it's incorporated into the main dish as well. So my customers are really happy about the fact that they are eating healthier meals, even in the office.
More concerned about the process. So we see the end results. We see, the bits and pieces of it. I know one of the reasons I don't like cooking is the number of hours you spend in the kitchen to get a meal done. Now, I want to understand. You are giving us just bits and pieces of it from your from the reality. How long does it take for you to make these meals? And do you also sell to us a very faster means, or because we are just looking at the abbreviated method, we would also have to go through? I don't know if you're trying to get what I'm asking. I want to understand how many people are behind the scenes doing the job. So we just see parts and pieces of the
so that we don't think it's an easy
deal. So,
an easy deal, yeah?
Basically.
Okay.
What's her team like? What resources going to it? Who's in the back end?
For her, and she's just there relaxed, and then we just see the.
We want to see your factory now.
We want to understand so that we don't get carried away. But when we want to do the real deal, we realize that, Charlie, this is not a job for one person.
Look, this industry is no joke. Like, honestly, we stand on our feet from like 9 in the morning till 3 p.m. every day. It's no joke. And we're only two.
Two?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
See why I said women were proud.
We are only two. We are taking on
how
the
did that
third
people,
person
oh, she's still taking, we can't hear her.
So we are going to take on a third person soon, but currently we are two. So I actually have an assistant who I hired from Accra Technical University, and she's like the kitchen assistant right now. And when we do events or something, I go out and I hire other, temporary stuff. But currently, and I keep you like in a day we can do as much as maybe 10, 15 or 20 orders, but it's just two of us handling the food right now. So it's very hectic. It can get very wild, especially when you have to deal with deliveries, and the delivery system in Ghana, as you know, it's really, really it's very challenging. It's very, very challenging dealing with riders and drivers and making sure that your customer gets, their lunch, the good stays and on time, but, by God's grace, next year we are hoping that at least we'll be 4 by then, But currently, I do the marketing aspects in terms of digital marketing, in terms of, expenses and the financial aspects and everything. I do that, but because COVID really affected me when it happened, because I actually had a brick and mortar restaurant in East Legon. And then just when I was about to open, we went into lockdown, and, basically I couldn't open. Then. I mean, we're 3 staff by then. And until the lockdown was lifted, before, we tried to resume and everything. But by then, the rent was going up, and, you haven't worked enough time. So we couldn't really catch up with, paying the rent and all that. So unfortunately, I had to relocate to Osu and, cook from home and, try and pick up from where we left off. I mean, I made a lot of loss, but so many lessons learned in the past 2 years, like such a rich experience when it comes to the hospitality and hospitality industry. I've learned so much. Like, I feel like, oh my gosh, if I hadn't started this, I wouldn't have known what I know now. Because as a food blogger, I started as a food blogger, and it's easy to go to restaurants and to review and to write about what's not working or what's working and the taste of the food. And it's so easy to do that. But then when you're in the back end of things, you're like, oh my gosh, like you have to be on people to ensure that the food is always standard quality, the presentation is on point. Because, now I have the experience as a food blogger. I know what restaurants can be doing better, so I apply that to, my workspace as well. And by God's grace, it's been positive. It's
Surely,
been really good so
it
far.
sounds positive. Okay, let me put you on hold here. Let me come to Zoops in the studio real quickly. She's given us insights into the back end, and all the craziness that goes on there just to get the food looking good. Two things I want to ask you. One, do you get to go to places where the food is tasting different each time you probably visited there? Do you go back there again to do a second review? And how many meals can you taste in a day? I know there's a 3-in-1 combo, but so yeah, let's start off with the reviews. Like, do you go back to give them a second chance attempt?
If the food isn't good, yes, and if it's good, that's why I ask for feedback. Because even with things like pasta, sometimes they can use spaghetti. Next time they use a different kind. It's like there's no consistency with most places. So that's where, like I said, the feedback is very necessary to me. I tell people if there's ever a problem, you have to come and tell me, so I can. If I need to go back or if I need to edit my caption, stuff like that. And what was the second question?
Yeah, and then
how many times do you have to eat?
How many times, are you eating in a day? Like,
Okay, so for days or weeks where I won't be around or I'll be busy or I just don't feel like leaving my apartment, I will pick one day and do like 5 in a day. And the thing is, I don't have to eat everything. I just need to be able to taste to know what it looks like. You can get that with 3-4 spoonfuls, you're fine.
Have you had any violence? And when I say violence, I'm not talking physical, like punch.
As in people coming to tell you, why would you write this about my place?
Yes. How do you
I used to rate before over 10. First of all, I had to stop that because, again, consistency and because people get very aggressive. Someone was mad at me because I went to his cousin's place and I asked for water with lemon. And they gave me water with lime. And it was like super hot water. And I was like, well, I have an ulcer. Are you trying to kill me? So I wrote about it and I said, well, the food was good and everything, but they made this one mistake and he came after me. Yo, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Have they thrown legal suits on you before? Like,
For what?
Trying to sue.
I wonder what the reason is, right? Because I watch, I like food. I watch a bunch of the food channels on satellite TV and all that. And some of the critiques are thorough.
Yeah, I think I'm actually quite
Somebody
nice.
will really... Yeah, you are.
Yeah, she is. So she doesn't
some
go
of the
hard.
People call out the chef and literally give it to you there and leave. So her being able to
before even going
on the IG live. Like, I just had this meal, Miss G's restaurant. This is horrible. Where is she? She's here now. Blah, 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 blah. Right there. Yeah. So I think your scoring system over 10 shouldn't be so horrible.
Nice. Okay,
right?
so...
maybe we are intolerant, with things like that.
Yeah, like I said, even if you try and give feedback, they get very defensive.
Where do you draw the fine line between content, likes, and truth? As being honest with us.
That's why I said, if I don't have anything good to say at all, I won't post it. If there's something wrong, I will have to say it, but then I will add the good parts as well. So you know what to expect. For example, if the food is good but you wait 2 hours, I have to write that.
Okay.
Zoobs, you do the reviews and you do it so well, but with food, sometimes you're not so sure how the outcome will be. There may be food poisoning to an extent. Someone will have running stomach to some extent, right?
To say, the way
yes, the way she's nodding,
there
right?
Was this one place I went.
Hold on. I want to find out, right, if that happens to you and to people you recommend it to, and if that is the case, moving forward, are you looking to also have some parts on your website that helps reach healthcare easily should that happen? You get what I mean? On your website, right?
No, she just answered. You said that's a great idea.
Oh,
Thank you.
I thought she said no. I thought you said you didn't hear me.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Like, health page coming soon.
Yeah. I think there should be a health so that when someone so this is why I wanted to get the food. Let me just reach a health.
But I encourage people that if you go anywhere, even if I posted it and I posted a good review, if you see the tiniest bit of dirt with the food, report it. Because there was this one place I went to and you see they made me catch them because I ordered hotpot. You know how hotpot is?
Yeah.
And you know how hotpot is, right?
Yeah.
So I got it. I paid 170 CDs and obviously it was a lot, so I couldn't finish it. So I said I want to take the rest home. Like what I'd already made. And they said, no, you have to stay here and finish it.
Wow.
Huh? And I said, no problem. So I was going to eat it, and then I did it, and then there was a cockroach inside.
There was a what inside? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Say it again.
That was
because
baby
no.
cockroach in my food.
Rewind. You went out to a place. No, the reason I'm saying that I need this footage. You went to a place.
Yes.
And after.
Literally, and I wouldn't have noticed if they had just let me take it home, or if I'd taken it home and I'd seen it. I mean, I can just call them and be upset. But at the place,
I want to throw up. So what was their reaction?
I want to throw up.
They still tried to make me pay for it. I was like, you are.
You're
joking.
Anyway,
redacted.
A cockroach.
Exactly, but then I reported them to FDA. Because it's a very serious thing. You could make people really sick.
Yeah.
And FDA went and made them shut down for a day. Now, when I posted that, I'd gone to this place. It was a Chinese place. I didn't have to mention the name. Everybody was like, oh, it's definitely this place. I'm like, so it's dirty. And you guys know. And nobody has ever said anything.
Is it on
wait. Are you the one responsible for that Chinese restaurant being shut down?
No.
She said they shut down for a day.
They shut down for a day.
But I didn't mention the names.
But the reason why it was just for a day was they said nobody has ever filed a formal complaint against them. And I'm like, but looking at the response when I posted, clearly it's a thing for them. Everybody knows that they are really dirty. So I tell people that if you see a cockroach, if you see a bug, don't let people beg you and say, oh, madam, we're a small business. Report it. Because you could get sick. Somebody could get sick.
That's
I've been buying suya from some guy. Now you're making me think again and again. You know suya, right?
Yeah.
Suya bochi.
They are doing
When they cut in between the fingers.
Now, when I'm eating, I eat very slowly. I'll be patting my rice and things because
it's traumatic.
Yes, it is.
Now, back to your off what she just said. You know, what does it mean for you with health and surroundings and
Standards
stuff?
and
You're setting standards for yourself. You know, when you are doing your meals.
Can you repeat that?
Did you catch my question?
No, can you repeat
Talking
that,
about
please?
certain standards, I think your microphone is on mute. Yes. If you can hear us, certain standards, with your your meals. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Oh, unfortunately, we can't seem
Yes.
to. Okay, there, yeah. So, my bad, please. I'm just traumatized by the cockroach.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm still dealing with the cockroach. So before that, you actually you had drunk some already?
Yes. Imagine.
We'll come back to the story. Tell us about the standards you set, for yourself when you are preparing your meals, choice of vegetables, how you handle it and stuff like that. Just run us through real quickly.
So, for example, with fresh vegetables, when we buy it for us, we have to wash everything and wash not just in water, but salt water. Or if you have the vegetable cleaning liquid, you can soak them in that before it's put in the fridge. And also when it comes to the fridge, your fridge has to be at a certain temperature. You can't just keep things in the fridge and think that it's okay. Thankfully in my previous job, I did a food safety training and this was in Scotland. So it gave me a very good understanding of how important it is to preserve ingredients properly, how to store and package, let's say, meats, dairy, etc. in the fridge. So, for example, there's no way you can keep fresh meat on top shelf in the fridge. Why? Because the blood from the meat can drip onto the other ingredients in the fridge. So this is not just even for restaurants, but even your own home. So when you take, let's say, fresh meat out of the freezer, you want to defrost it, keep it in the bottom shelf of your fridge or the last shelf of the fridge. So that's one of the standards that we ensure. And also fumigating the space, where you work. At least once a month, we fumigate to make sure that, bugs and all kinds of things, are taken care of. And also making sure that, spices and other ingredients are stored properly when it comes to grains and cereals. So I always tell, people I work with or my assistant that, look, if this rice we've cooked this rice, there's no way I'm going to use it for the next 3 days. Because honestly, you hear horror stories like people will grill, let's say, tilapia, and then they'll keep it in the freezer, and then they'll sell it throughout the week. Like, it just blows my mind. How do you do that? Because fish, for example, it's going to grow bacteria inside, you defrost it, and then you sell it back to the customer. I don't, it just blows my mind. You know, people have to start thinking of the consumer when you have to start thinking of the consumer when it comes to food preparation and selling of food. But it's like people are more interested in profiting than the health of the consumer. You know, and for me, if I cook jollof and today and make there's like 2 portions left, there's no way I'm going to sell it over the next 2 days. No, like really care about what the consumer is putting in their stomachs. It's very important to me because we have all kinds of, when it comes to foodborne illnesses, okay? So there's salmonella, for example. Do you know, so when you cook plain rice, for example, even at home, when you cook plain rice, before you eat it, make sure you warm it to a certain temperature. Don't just heat it half-heartedly because rice can be very dangerous when it's not heated properly because bacteria grows in there. So you want to make sure you're heating properly to kill all the bacteria in there. You know, so these are things, you know, we keep in check at the restaurants to make sure that before even food goes out, it must go out at a certain temperature. When the temperature reduces,
yes.
Make sure that means, you know, bacteria is given the chance to grow in there. So that's one of the things that we ensure.
Thank you on that. I mean, my mind is still playing wild with the cockroach in there, and I can imagine. I mean, how you felt knowing that you just consumed probably cockroach.
Right.
What do you call the things again?
The
antennas. Yes, you've just eaten or drunk.
That was the worst part because you know, since it's hot pot, it's boiling. So I cooked it.
I cooked it. It was one of the things that was.
If it's consolation, there are places where those bugs are eaten.
And cockroach will be in there.
No, it was dead. I'm sure.
No, it was dead. Oh, that's what I'm saying. It was dead. So it was cooked inside. Every part of it
and the juices.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But wait, overall, was the soup was it nice?
Really?
Well, you never know. Maybe the secret ingredient.
You know, I always have some saying. I'll say it. You can't even say it on air, but I always have some saying that when cockroaches, you know, leave their residue or something in food, it tastes better. I can't say it in English. They say ayi something like spiders and cockroaches and stuff.
What's it called? You know, intestines. When you buy it for you say you want intestines. It tastes good. It tastes earthy. It tastes earthy and organic and blah blah. You know what that tastes like?
Yeah.
The sun?
Feces?
No, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's not everybody that pulls out the
our time is almost up.
You don't like intestines.
Our time is almost up, but let me let Na off the line. But Na, in your final words to us, what would you want to say about all these, just in about 30 seconds, what would you want to say about all these years of food blogging and now becoming a master chef real quickly, and how you encourage, other young people as well, or people who want to get into this business? Just in 30 seconds for us.
Okay, thank you so much, guys. So basically, I want to say and encourage everyone out there who wants to go into food blogging or who is already food blogging is let's keep documenting our food stories. It's really important for the world to know what we have, and we need to show that love and desire for our own local meals and look at the different ways we can infuse our local dishes with global cuisine, make our dishes more exciting. And there's so much we can do. So let's keep focusing not just on, reviewing restaurants, but then also documenting what we have, our histories, our food histories, our techniques and all that. There's so much we can do. So I encourage anyone else there who wants to go into food blogging that start small, identify your niche, and create quality content all the time. So thank you guys so much. Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much too. We're really looking forward to one day getting you into our studios. So thank you very, very much. Is FDA working with you? Tourism Ministry working with you in any way, Zoops?
No.
Have you approached? Have you approached them?
Well, not FDA, but the tourism.
I was going to ask about that.
And what's the story?
He said they don't have the budget.
Did you go ask him for money?
What was the budget?
No, but I think just to first thing out the door, they'll let you know. And They are working on, well, they were working on some stuff, you know, with regards to tourism and food and things. So they already have a team of people. I'm sorry, I'm saying like I'm being petty. I'm actually not. They already have a team of people who I think
you'll work with.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean, not to hold brief for the ministry, but sometimes
for them, they have people.
Yeah, no, sometimes, like sometimes maybe it's already started. They are doing something.
I hope they didn't take your proposal before they told.
Oh no.
So yeah, stuff
I'm
like
still
that.
open to it.
I am. I'm saying this because I mean I've also been hurt by some reactions and some things. You know, I was hoping.
We all have, but we're not entitled to.
You know,
we don't have. It's not by force.
By force, that's what I'm saying. That exactly, you're right.
To work with whoever
they choose. Yeah,
it doesn't stop her from going on with her business.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm still open to it, but if the chance doesn't come.
There's a movie, we are wrapping up though, but there's a movie, as it Idi Amin's story, he was eating monkey brain.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not with this man. Why are you talking about so many monkey brain and
No, but if you order fufu at a local shop and you don't order intestines, you are not there.
Eat fufu local, please.
When we say local,
local.
You mean local like under the tree?
Not at a restaurant.
Oh.
Local like air conditioned at
you see, she doesn't do those places. No, that is because I don't even like fufu.
Okay.
So what's your best local food? Fufu, banku?
She said she doesn't like
cake.
Kenke.
Oh,
where? Osum night market.
Anywhere.
Oh, she's not advertising for anybody.
Oh, it's not even that, but I really like kenke. So
no, I'm saying that where's the best place to get kenke?
The best place to get kenke.
You recommend?
Roadside or restaurant?
Roadside, which kind of restaurant?
Restaurant kenke.
No, but roadside, how will I describe it?
Like my life with restaurant life.
How will I describe it? Will I say, okay, there's a place in East Legon, right? You know, Baoleshi,
around
the pharmacy.
Okay.
My time is up. We have to go back. With all this food talk, you people, you have hit me, pa, because now I'm going for kenke tonight. Kenke sausage, egg, fish, corned beef, small, pepper, red, black, blue. And on that note,
blue pepper, chop and flavor.
Our time is up. We are getting cut off now. We'll definitely be. I'm told the meal is waiting for us outside. So yeah. All right.
Don't clap too early.
What is a food talk show without food? And we are going to our producers to have a discussion on this. Our time is up.
Disappointed.
Yeah, very disappointed.
We'll tell you tomorrow.
We're back again tomorrow. All right. It's going to be a big day with Jam's album review right here in the studio with the man Sakari.